What's good, people? Welcome back to another episode. We at episode 144, man. Boy, 44 was going off this week with this information. The game is direct. That direct was nice, man. We got everybody here. Big cars show up later, so you can share that empty box and be like, yo, somebody's missing. Somebody did that last week. Yeah, little lemonade here. Gave him a weekend off. But listen, man, let's get this show popping. Like and subscribe. Share this out. Let's get people involved, man. Let's go.
Yeah. It's him. You're now tuned into the dopest. It's him. Wanna wait, drag, and stay in the latest fashion. You think it's a game till we start clashing. War zone where I'm from, bullets like magic. 2K on your head, that's a backseat. I could put a END to all you lanes, whether outside or in the crib. On the game, limit tech with the best system. PlayStation for the staycation, Nintendo Switch for your wisdom. New level, whatever you want, you been on it. It's only one way to support it. Binge on it, never lag. Whip your ass with hella swag. Keep a cigar lit, I'm the victor with the class. You thinking you can toy with limit tech where you boys been? How you breaking your joystick? Who been feeding you poison? If you in your fort tonight, tune in to the Brooklyn Night Forecast and 108 Dragons.
Finish him.
Yo, what's good, people? What's good, man? What is good? Welcome back to another weekend of the Dragon's Den. Yo, what's up, squad? What's good with y'all, man? What's good? I'm a little bit under the weather today. A little bit. I'll get over it.
Just take some Robitussin.
Yeah, I just popped some pills. So if I pass out on the stream, you already know what it is.
Damn,
You already know what it is. Whatever. Yo, what's good with everybody, man? Supra. That's Supra, like the car. What's good, boy? How you been? What you been playing?
Everything's good, man. Glad to be back. Hopefully my power don't, leave me this time. And I've been playing Final Fantasy, bro, since it launched. Yeah, Square, we got to talk. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh no. We want to hear that. We want to hear that. What happened?
Hashtag lazy dev, bro.
Oh,
This shit look like it's on. Hey, it looked like the PS5, not even the Pro version, bro. And I got a hell of a PC over here, bro. I'm running everything ultra, getting like over 90 frames, and yeah, it's just optimization ain't there, bro. So, it actually looked the way it looked on the PS5. That's why I stopped playing it, because I thought it was an ugly game on the PS5.
Oh, damn.
oh, damn.
Yeah, listen, man, this show is gonna get spicy today. Tim Dog trying to come back, waving a white flag. We're not doing that. Thank you so much for that, Scrub. I appreciated that.
Hey, can we do the Rick James hands?
Right. We got dudes trying to say they're gonna. Yo, just get a load of this real quick, y'all. You know I'm messy.
I'm thinking about
I
subbing
might
the Game
just
Pass,
subscribe to
dude.
Game Pass. Just call them folks. Just call them folks.
I'm
Dido.
thinking about subbing the Game Pass, dude.
Yeah, that's gonna be going off several times during this show.
Did y'all see that video somebody put out about Tim Dog trying to get in touch with Phil on the phone? That shit was funny. I need to find that again and send that to you guys.
Yeah. We need all that spicy material.
Yeah, I think. Who pulled that up? What's his name? Oh, Alex pulled that out. I was like, damn.
I know Dirk. I think Dirk did that.
Dirk pulled it out too. Yeah, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, my man is in the chat. What's up, Nuka? On a threat, the nigga is in the chat. What's good, y'all? What's good, everybody, man? Shout out to everybody, man. What's good, man? Good to have everybody here. What you been playing, Sir X, man? It look like you praising Jesus right now, but his camera's looking
Ninja
spooky.
Gaiden. Oh, is that a little better?
Yo, listen, don't worry about it, son.
I'm playing Ninja Gaiden Black 2 on the PC. Oh man, I'm hooked on this game.
Look like you in church.
Church, what's that?
Lord, my name is Sir X, man, and I thank you for creating Xbox.
Hey, I'm the Lord Jesus of Captain Save-A-Ho. Come on.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
Yo,
nah,
man.
I'm just enjoying myself playing this new game here and just having fun, dude. That's all.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Scrub to the nurse, my man from another mother.
What's going
What up,
on?
son?
What's going on? I don't know.
How you been? What
Having
you been
fun.
playing, bro?
Of course, Call of Duty, inching my way on, trying to get to this Prestige Master. I've been real busy with work, so hadn't been able to play as much as I can have. Played a little bit of Battlefield 2042. I re-downloaded before the show started. We was trolling each other about what's a real shooter and what's more important in the games, blowing up tanks or shoot people in the face. So
Why you gotta throw that way, man? What's up with that?
Hey, listen, we learned in that private conversation y'all was having in that my man is a pyromaniac.
that sound like a hit dog gonna holler, because I didn't say who said what. I said we collective. I didn't say but anyway, yeah. Thank you, everybody coming out. Shout out to the replay gang. Everybody watching over here, over there, and over there. We welcome y'all. Please like and share it out. We're going to have a good time. We got some great topics today. So, yeah, it's going to get a little bit messy, but we always going to bring the truth. So, let's get it.
Yeah, you know.
The truth is messy.
I'm trying to get to that. I'm trying to get to that prestige level too. But let's talk about something messy that was crazy. Let's talk about something. Welcome to the chat, everybody, man. Shout out to the chat, man. Without y'all, there couldn't be no us. But let's get messy, man. Blue Point and Ben Studios learned about the canceled games from PlayStation when we did. Now, I'm gonna go to you. Scrub, because you got like that gentle voice and great tone, and you always think what you're gonna say, even though you let them down hard, you just telling them facts, but it just comes across so smooth with it. So what the hell was Sony thinking? That is disrespectful. Talk to me.
Sony is thinking I'm trying our best to not stir up the pot. And the best way to keep a lot of stuff from getting leaked to certain reporters and all this stuff is let people know it at the same time we let everybody else know it. So there won't be, you can control the narrative once if nobody else is know. So just say, what's the best way to keep a secret? Let only one person still be alive. And that's what Sony and PlayStation are doing right now. They are making moves. Some of these are looking silly. I said it last week. I've been saying it for a couple of months for now. For PlayStation to catch back up and get their mojo back running, they are going to have some months and some years of trying to turn the ship around. Same problem that Xbox had 2013 with their bad press. A lot of folks moving over to PlayStation and just not having games for months on end. Maybe having one, maybe two games come out for a whole year. PlayStation in that same thing because they bet Jim Ryan and a lot of people bet everything on games as a service. And out of 12 games as a service, they have canceled almost 10 of them now. Mm-hmm. And then one automatically flopped and they closed that one down. So it's going to be bad because when you're making a game, it's going to take a while. And the only thing we really hear and know that's coming out is God of War. I mean, not God of War, Wolverine. God of War with knives in his hand. And we don't know when that's coming out. All we saw was a video of somebody's back sitting at the bar. And I hate folks putting leaks out. And I know these leaks are all beta stuff, but none of that's looked good. And nothing's going to look good for PlayStation for a while. I hate that Ben Studios and everybody is finding out at the same way. But I guarantee you this is all trying to keep bad news as quiet as possible so they can control the narrative. From a corporation standpoint, okay, I understand. But from a gamer standpoint and how you look to the public, this is people who know how to control the narrative and know they have an audience that is going to accept whatever they give to them. You have a captive audience. Mm-hmm.
That's a fact, man. I don't know, man. Sony move funny, man. I don't think they can be trusted. that it was bad though. It's bad because they probably still was working on the game and like, yo, y'all see this?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Oh man, boy, I really wanna bring this up, but I'm gonna wait. Super G, man, how did you feel about that? And what do you think is next for them? How do they have their next?
I don't know,
meeting
bro,
about
because
the
I
game?
ain't never been evicted while at work. You know, like that's crazy. Like you just wake up and you evicted. Like that's crazy, bro.
And
but it's Sony. Does it really? Catch anybody off guard that they did something like this?
Yeah,
let's be honest.
I would think the money that you put in the video games to develop, I would think that this is not no fly-by-night situation. This is something you're canceling. I would think that you would talk to the team first.
They doing a lot of moves behind the scenes, bro, that we're not aware of yet. Like a lot. Somebody's getting fired. People are gonna get moved around. That's why they're just setting all that up, so to give whoever's coming in like kind of like a clean slate, so they can start doing what they want to do. So.
Well, with that, go ahead. You talk to me.
We got Big Cloud in the house.
We got.
Yes, sir.
He done made it in the house.
All right, what the hell is he? He's underneath somebody's screen. Hold on.
Yeah, see, nobody was pressing nothing.
No.
It was just Big Cloud came in.
Yeah, I know. What's good, Big? Good to have you, man. Before we get to Sir X-Men on this topic, because no, you know what? How you been? What you been doing? Did you start your new gig yet? What's going on with that? How you been?
I've been good, man. Haven't started that yet, but I've just been, you already know, gaming. Now, just enjoying the festivities of.
Well, I know one thing. You've been putting out some great goddamn content.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
Now that's a pot stirring right there. He got a big old spoon.
That man preaching, bro.
That's it. That's it. Yes,
Yo,
he
for
is.
sure. I see you, Noof. I see you, dog. For sure. What you been playing and how you been, bro?
You already know how it is, man. Taking each day at a time. Been looking after family, so just chilling. As far as gaming, I just been in and out of a few things, to be honest. I'm still finishing up Black Myth, going for that platinum, so I gotta get that done. Gotta get it done. Already beat Dark Souls 2, and I gotta start this right here. Pretty sure you already know what this is. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Gotta start that.
Oh, Liza P.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good luck beating that.
Hey, that's a good
As
game,
usual.
but it's so different from like traditional Souls.
That game
bro.
is hard.
The weapons will catch you off guard. 'Cause you gotta like combine the weapons, and
Listen,
it's good though. I like it. I like that it's different though.
Yes, sir.
man, Retro Doc has pulled up in the building. He has a great channel. Go check out my man Retro Doc. Play a lot of good old games. My man Doc Mata is in the chat. Shout out to my brother, man. All right, let's get back to you, sir, old man. I mean, X-Man. What did you think about this whole Blue Point and Ben Studios finding out when we found out?
Oh, he was celebrating.
Sony trying to save money because they in financial trouble, dude. That's all I'm gonna say. They trying to cut what they can cut. That's why that guy came in there, because they trying to cut what they can cut, dude.
Yo, listen, did you see the fight I had to fight on Wild Show and they telling me they don't got money problems? Microsoft got more money problems than Sony. Did you hear that shit last night?
Lemon, you were there that day
Oh, shit.
about almost 3.5 years ago when I said that Sony, was on corporate welfare. Remember when I said that?
And we all laughed.
But I wasn't lying.
Microsoft got money problems?
No,
You ever heard that before, Bit? 3 dudes tried to tell me last night that Microsoft got more money problems than Sony.
They got problems, but I would say the problem would have been in management. That was like the main issue that we had.
Right?
Yeah.
They don't have no finance problems.
Money is the last thing that they have.
I ain't worried about that shit.
They just spent, what was it, $69-70 billion on the studio?
Yo, I said
That's not
in
money.
cash. They didn't do a payment plan.
No,
They didn't.
they bought
And
that
you know
out,
what's
right?
sad?
Yeah,
Because
what do you-
Tony,
what
Sony
was I
can't
listening
even
to last night?
Sony can't even buy Paramount with their own money for $25 billion, with $22 billion, which was actually cheap in the scheme of things. With their own money, they had to go out and get a loan, and it didn't go through. So who got money problems? Thank you.
Yo, listen, I couldn't fathom. I said they struggling with selling TVs. Oh, that don't mean because they're number 6 or 7 that they're struggling. Yo, J Mac in the building. Yo, listen, man. I wasn't console warned, but I'm talking facts here. Are y'all? I said, are y'all really telling me that Microsoft got money problems?
They
And Sony
close to $4
and Sony
trillion business. They are
don't?
getting close to it,
Like,
man.
Sony's a is a multi-billion-dollar corporation. Microsoft's a multi-trillion.
$1 trillion
right.
company.
Like
You
I
don't
said,
you don't become a trillionaire type of corporation.
Well,
You have
Lemon, you need to
money
get
problems.
the financial reports. I said, how about you send me a link to those facts? No, you find it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I will find nothing. I couldn't. Yo, Super G, you see what I had to deal with? I had to fight these guys.
They would have had a
I was
point.
like,
They would have had a point. They said management, because that's been the biggest frustration that we all collectively came together and talked about for years, which they have fixed to a point now where those very games that we talked about that were considered trash, Lim, are now considered amazing, and they're looking forward to playing.
we gonna get into that. No.
But,
Yeah. We're gonna get into that. Shout out to my guy, MBG, man.
I'm thinking
Shout out
about
to
subbing
MBG.
the Game Pass, dude.
oh yeah, the biggest.
I'm thinking about subbing the Game Pass, dude. I'm thinking about subbing the Game Pass, dude.
Pop up.
I ain't
I heard you laugh at my video when you saw it pop
Hmm.
up. So I was like, yo, I might get Game Pass. I'm like, yo, if you don't sit your goofy ass down, you said Xbox is dead. Now you want it? Now you want the service?
So sad, Big
Yo,
Cow.
look,
And
look.
do that well.
X-Men,
I
look.
guess
This
they
motherfucker said
did
Game Pass is killing it.
okay. So these games are coming over to play.
Listen, you know what? Listen. I'm gonna say this. Marlin Gaming, Refraud Gaming,
Hell no.
Piece of Face Guy.
Refried
Listen.
game.
Oh shit.
I like that one too. Refried Gaming.
Marlon's cool. Marlon's cool. He has his
Let me-
platform. Marlon's cool.
Let me say this.
He can admit some things.
Yeah,
That's what I like about it.
Cool. Yeah, Marlon's cool.
Yeah, he
Advocate was
actually
good.
did say Reforge actually did say Xbox did really good. He gave it. He actually
Hold
gave
on.
10.
That's what I'm
But
going
he had
with
no
this.
choice. He had no choice though. He
Listen.
couldn't deny it.
If these games was exclusive, they wouldn't be shit. Let's keep it.
Mm-mm.
So yeah,
Exactly.
let me backpedal because I saw Doc post that on Twitter and I couldn't agree with him anymore when he said that. He said, "Listen, no, y'all act like if Microsoft had these exclusive, y'all act like the narrative would have changed. No, the narrative would have still been Xbox sucks, Xbox trash. These games
Yep,
not gonna sell.
that's right.
That's exactly
That's
what the
right.
narrative would have been. But now that it's coming to PlayStation, because you guys." Let's face it, there ain't shit coming out for PlayStation that we haven't already known about. Now all of a sudden, it's the greatest thing ever. Now all of a
Noob
sudden,
You
said-
guys gotta pay for it.
Noob said
You finish it, you
Reforge
know
is
it's
a
out.
girl
You
with a
haven't seen
beard.
it.
Hey, Limp. For the longest time, I heard Halo was trash. It was dead. Now it's like
Yup.
you're excited for Halo. Now
Yup.
you're excited for Gears. You're excited for Indiana
Forza.
Jones, which I heard was a carbon copy of Uncharted. That's trash. Now you're excited for that. It's
Okay,
like-
who was first? Indiana Jones was first, way before Uncharted
here's the
and
thing.
Tomb
Here's
Raider,
the thing.
you fools.
Here's the thing. The
These young
internet's
cats
full of
don't know that.
the internet's full of idiots. So when I saw this, trust me, Lim, you know, in fact, I was on a mission. When I saw that, I had to be the only motherfucker to keep it a buck. And thank God
That's right.
I am who I am. I tell it like it is. Ain't nobody can take that from me. But the thing is, the sad part is, it's only going to get worse for him. And the funny thing too, the hypocritical side of shit too, because nobody can.
That's a fact.
Has a response to this. But I'm like, okay, I seen dudes that again, X-Men know what I'm talking about, but they're like, yo, I got no problem supporting gaming. I'll buy it on my PS5 Pro, enhanced. Okay. So if you're not against buying the games that on the competition that you dedicate your platform to hating on, and multiple people have, how come you against PlayStation games going to the other platforms since you're so against supporting the developers?
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
You see,
Big
the reason
Cloud,
why I bring this
real
up, the reason why I bring
real
this
quick,
up,
you're gonna love this. Give me a second, real quick, because it was my turn to talk, but I said let everybody go do their thing. For
oh
a
God.
minute.
Oh,
But it's
Lord.
cool. You know what's funny?
Did he just
They
pull a senior
tried-
citizen card?
They just,
He did, actually did.
hold it,
Blue
they
plate
tried-
special.
Let me say this, please, guys. Then I'll go back to Ninja Gaiden. They're getting South of Midnight, right? But do they realize they're not getting South of Midnight? They freaked out. They thought they were getting that too. That's cracking me up, dude. Okay, y'all.
No, everybody, the dudes that support the nonsense, right?
Yep.
They all waited to the end of the video to see if it had PS5 on it.
No,
every game.
I know. I saw that.
Every game. Shit! Damn it! Damn! No logo! No South of Midnight! I know that.
And you know what's funny?
They might get
That's
it
their-
down the
that's-
road.
I
Who
mean, at
knows?
this
That's
point, Phil.
traditionally their type of game too.
Yeah, no,
That's
Phil
the sad
is going to
part.
open all the gate all the way. I mean, there's no point. That's basically what he's doing. That's why he said this is an Xbox. You know what I mean? He's literally pushing that full on. But the thing is, people don't understand is people are looking at it from that tribalistic side where it's like, oh, I can brag about having this. When the reality is the industry, and it's proven that it's unsustainable. That's why developers are hoping games are going to go to $100 and they're putting pressure on Rockstar to start the trend. Let me tell you something. Rockstar drops one game every 3 gens now. One game.
Mhm.
You
That
can get
one
away-
game
you can get away
is a
with
game
yeah.
that we fucking wait for. And we got no problem paying $100 for. Why? Because we're only going to get that one game one time.
For the next
He's
10 years,
exactly
10, 20
that
years.
one time.
Well, I
So,
did
of
bring
course-
this up. We've been spending $100 for games for a long time.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, you buy them
Most of
collection
us.
editions.
Call
yeah.
it. No. I'm just talking about the game. Call of
Oh,
Duty.
wow. Okay.
NBA 2K was $149.99. $1.50. You didn't see
Man,
nobody was crying.
Yeah, man, we were
Nobody-
paying
nobody said
$100 for
nothing.
games in the 90s. Remember that
Yeah,
crap?
but these dudes probably wasn't alive.
I
in
know.
the 80s, Nintendo games, plenty of Nintendo
Right.
games was $100.
Yo,
Oh, yeah.
I brought that up last night on Wild Show, and dudes was in there. What you talk about? Yeah, you ain't old enough to talk to me. Come on now. But if the standard is $100, the industry is gonna bomb.
Because of the
It's not
economy
gonna work
right now.
They can't do that. They can't do that. They're gonna have the $100 editions for the fanatics, but they're not gonna afford. People are complaining about $75.
The thing about this too, so like it's so weird. Like that's why I highlighted that one asshole in my video when I first started the chain videos up. But when he said, "Yo, you guys don't complain about spending $100 on burgers," I'm like, you're comparing stuff that you need compared to stuff you don't need. But anyway, just to go off of this, okay, so let's say games do go to $100. Do you really think a game like Astrobot, which won Game of the Year last year, but only sold 1.5, and mind you, that's 70, do you think that's going to hit another 1.5
At
Here's
that
the
price?
at $100?
No. Here's the problem. If you do start doing $100, guess where it's gonna move more people to go to?
Subscription.
What's it called, Lemon?
Game
Pass.
And the funny thing about that too, so a lot of people are some people woke up to that too. They're like, dog, yeah, it's on PlayStation, but here's what's not on PlayStation. Here's what's not on Nintendo, and what's not on it's on PC, but it's not on those two platforms. It's Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
So
right.
So you're paying full price just to try the game, mind you, try the game. Whereas Game Pass is giving you an option to a cheaper option to try the game. They don't have
Hundreds
that.
of games.
Yeah,
Hundreds.
they're not giving you that option, and so it's just weird.
4 out of the 5 games they showed at the show was in Game Pass. So
Yeah,
like
Mm-hmm.
or on PlayStation. But
and I like
it's
how they
on
did
Game
that.
Pass.
Yeah.
Like what are you gonna do?
No,
You gotta
all the
pay.
games.
No,
All the
I-
games.
I
No,
like
I know all the games are in Game Pass, but I'm saying 4 of the games they showed are gonna be on PlayStation, which mean they gotta pay full price for.
Yep.
But those who have Game Pass don't. So you're looking at
And
somebody
they started the show that
possibly
way.
$240 for
Oh,
the
yeah.
first quarter of the first half of the year. Now, we're not even showing the other half of the year. That's
Yeah,
just
no.
in the first half. They're looking at, if they want all those games, they're gonna end up paying about $250 when your Game Pass subscription is gonna cover you for the year, and it's less, right? Or right around the same amount.
Mhm.
Facts.
So that's crazy to even think about, bro. So value.
Facts. But anyway, let's get back to this point about this Blue Point Bend Studios. Let's Bit, talk to me.
What's up?
They found out they got canceled on Twitter.
Well, apparently that was supposedly debunked. I was hearing other different reports, but there's a lot of stuff going around with it. Just like the whole MMO thing. Apparently that's still up, but still, I mean, going back to this in general, the whole Blue Point. What's crazy, if we rewind it back to when we first got the announcement for these live service games, people were celebrating, excited. People were hyping up factions too. They're like, "Oh, this is gonna be great. It's gonna be this. It's gonna do this to Halo. It's gonna do this, that, and the third to this." And all of a sudden, once they get canceled, they're going, "Oh, you know what? Yeah, they have no business doing that because it would their identity." But meanwhile, Naughty Dog has proven that they can make a successful multiplayer game because Factions was actually really well received. In fact, it was one of my favorite multiplayers I had.
No, hold on. Oh,
It was well received.
can't do that.
It wasn't a lot of people on it, but it was well received. There was a community for it.
No. I know I was part of it. I had this discussion last night at Peak. They had 2,000 people online.
And more than that, had been more than 2,000 people.
No,
Well, probably
no,
now,
bro.
probably now has 2,000.
No. In the beginning, I was there from day one, and I tried to break it down to people who told me something else last night because I brought up that fact. I said a lot of these dudes that's talking about this game didn't play it. I know because I was there. I was playing it.
2,000 people being on Factions
2,000, yes,
on
at peak,
PS3
like-
or PS4. Like which one?
PS3 first came out. That shit was too hard. The crafting of the gun. Son, I was
you
there.
couldn't even. I mean, he probably is right because it was hard as hell to get into a match. Matches wasn't starting up super fast.
Okay.
I will say that. I don't know the count. I played it too. It was great.
Yeah, I didn't have no crazy issues. I
didn't have no issues either. I'm not talking nothing about the game. I'm talking about
performance.
The
it was fine. It's just how much was playing.
I'm talking about how dudes was not trying to play that. So don't act like, not you, but I was telling you last night, don't act like I wasn't there because I used to play every day. That was a very difficult multiplayer because it was chess, not checkers.
Yeah, no.
You couldn't pick it up like Call of Duty and shoot everybody.
Yeah, you had to definitely
can't still do that, but
rounds, but I mean,
you had to, and you had to play with a team.
Yeah, I mean, you
couldn't be no solo.
You can one man arm if you're good.
Good luck with that.
But it's just like,
right. You may be good, but don't meet up against a group that's playing together because your ass is done.
That's when your team sharing lives.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
That killed you. That killed you. Your team sharing life, but No, like again, going from that, they're saying like, oh yeah, this would have destroyed our identity, blah blah. Us not having this. It's hilarious to me how quick people flip flop on something.
Oh yeah,
and it's insane to me how people.
I'm thinking about subbing the Game Pass, dude.
For the sake of subbing it. I was never a fan of that at all. For them to flip like that, but to go.
I'm thinking about subbing the Game Pass, dude.
It's like. Hearing Sony Ben was supposedly making I think it was they were working on God of War, like a God of War multiplayer or something like that, or is that what they're working on? That pissed me off because there's a game that people have been asking for. I have been hell bent on asking for, and many people have been vocal about that should have already been out by now, and that's Bloodborne. You've already formed a capital alliance with Katakawa. Why isn't Bloodborne a number one priority? For a lot of people. And a lot of people might be saying, well, Bloodborne was this. Well, here's the thing. Bloodborne is arguably one of the more important games that came out recently for PlayStation. Why? It got a lot of people into Souls-like games. And what you've been seeing drop on PlayStation, a lot of nowadays, it's a whole bunch of Souls-like games. That's why I said a lot of people hold Bloodborne. We're not saying it's the greatest thing of all time. No, we're saying though we're appreciative of that game. We hold that game high up for what it did, for what it gave us. It gave us that push into the Souls genre. So why isn't that game not have a sequel, or not even just a sequel, but why does that game not have a remake? But you're giving all your resources to Days Gone, and you're canceling or not even greenlighting a sequel to Days Gone. You see what I'm saying? Like people,
9 million sold.
Yeah, like people are not with this.
They gotta sell the remasters and the remakes so they can make your new Bloodborne. Remember that.
Wow.
So when she'd have said that, it's funny because people trying to damage control what he said. They're like, oh, see,
they sure did.
They was like, oh no, that doesn't mean that PlayStation games are not selling. I'm like, if he needs extra money from PC gamers, if he needs a handout for PC gamers, they're not selling the way that you think they're selling in terms of what they need to make them. Budgets now are starting as low as $200 million for a lot of these AAA games and going upwards now. They're only going to go up higher as developers want to push the envelope and do even more crazy stuff. It's going to go higher. These budgets are not cheap. So if they're not making their bottom dollar off of just a core fan base that wants them, quote unquote, so bad, then they're going to get that money however they can get it elsewhere. And that's why I said it's like, y'all not paying attention. Like y'all hype up. Y'all can hype up all these games all day. Y'all can talk the game all day. Talk is bullshit. At the end of the day, you got to pull out the wallet. If you ain't pulling out the wallet buying them, I hate to break it to you, you're not helping this industry. You're making this industry
not
worse.
At all.
And that's what you're seeing. A lot of these games are now possibly going up to $100. Possibly. I'm not saying it's written in stone yet because we haven't seen GTA 6 yet, right? In terms of it hasn't come out yet. But if these games do go to $100, expect a whole lot of disrespect a whole lot of just ridiculousness that's going to happen on top of it. Because I'm telling you right now, you guys think there's a problem now with people buying games at $70. You haven't even scratched the surface on how bad it's going to be when games are $100, especially when games are launching buggy still. Games are launching with cut content like the remakes and remasters that we gotten, so to speak, from like The Last of Us. Remember, The Last of Us didn't even come with the multiplayer, the remake.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So why are you asking top dollar for something just for a new slab of paint on it? I ain't with that.
Which is crazy because if they were going to get us factions too, they should at least put the original factions back in that one, so you could play it on Steam and play it on PlayStation.
and get the hype for the new game to come out.
Exactly.
And that's the thing.
And that would have helped them gauge what like their audience would have probably been for factions too, had they done that.
Now let me ask you a question.
They're putting all that pressure that you just said, what you just brought up, Super J, they're putting that pressure on the TV show. That's not enough to get you invested into the game. Last of Us 2 is divisive for a lot of people. It is very divisive. A lot of people don't even want part 3. I'm not even getting part 3. I'm being honest with you. I don't care for part 3.
I mean, the way 2 ended.
Yeah, what up, Ham? He's in the chat. Shout out to Ham.
3 at that point, right?
Like, what is shout out to my boy Ham.
Yeah, they're not pointing at 3. And you think about it, the way they ended Last of Us Part 1, they did something very similar. Remember how like it ended on like a cliffhanger note where she says okay, and it just cuts and it ends? It's very simple.
Right.
They did the exact same thing. So trust me, it ain't even nothing new for them to do that. But yeah, no, they.
So another question to the panel: being that they cancel these games, man, do you think they are switching their strategies to forget online games as a service?
You want me to go first? I mean, I'll start if you want me. But to terms of the strategy, that's the big thing people are talking about too. It depends really right now, because if the live service games they do come out with, they actually do make it, like the fair games, like this MMO game, like the Horizon. I think it was the live service one they were working on or something like that, and whatever else they were working on. If these games do perform and absolutely make up, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think those games are going to have the same success as Helldivers. Helldivers was like the perfect mash of what they needed at a time where people were really desperate for it. They wanted an online shooter. They wanted something cool and unique. Helldivers has been around before. Yeah, but they wanted that. They really wanted to push that. They screwed themselves up with Helldivers by putting the online requirement, and they're still region locking a lot of stuff, which is ridiculous. That's what's killing them in general. That needs to be cut if they want any of this stuff to really sell and do as well as they should do. But to go with the question, if these games do not sell and they do not do well, there's only one real source you can pull from, and that's your single player games. Oh yeah, I got you. But yeah, there's only one source you can go through, and that's your single player games. The reason why your single player games is literally the main thing that you've had for the longest time, that people know of you from your core. If you can't sell your live service, you're gonna have no choice but to open them doors even shorter, like you did for PC. Like that window is gonna get shorter. I'm talking not 6 months, not 4 months. I'm talking like 2 months. You know what I mean? It's gonna get shorter, like very very short.
2 weeks.
Right.
Day and date.
Or you're going to have to do the day and date approach. And personally, when Microsoft, like people are acting weird with this whole Microsoft thing. When them shareholders put them numbers out and Microsoft shows how much ridiculous amount of revenue they're about to bring in, and they announce they're about to buy another studio, you don't think Sony's going to look at that and go, yeah, it's about time we get into this too. Sony does not like to be left behind, especially when money is just right there screaming at you on a table to get. There is money in going day and date. People think it's going to lose an identity. You don't lose an identity at all. No, you give options. You give options.
What's funny is you sound like me last night. You sure you didn't listen to Wild's show? Did you copy and paste what I said?
No, sir.
Because when I tried to explain this to the Sony guys, no, they got money. They don't have to do that. Y'all don't like the message.
Y'all don't like this.
Y'all don't like the message.
See, the thing is, a lot of people are stuck in old ways now, like the old modern ways. You know what I mean? The old modern ways. Not the they're not in the. I'm looking at this from the perspective of us in the '90s, in a sense. Remember how it didn't matter which side you were on or none of that. The games were just everywhere. Right. It was like, you know what I mean? It was everywhere. You could not escape them. You just had access. You were just playing games. You didn't give a shit about this stuff. All you cared about was fun games, buying the games, and guess what? Guess who was happy in the long run? This whole industry as a whole was happy because everybody had something from that table. They were all benefiting. Games were selling. Gaming was at a high, one of its highest period. And now we throwing in games that, have quadruple those type of budgets of those games that we played in the 90s. I'm talking games are now on the point where they're outdoing movies
and music.
Think about that. They're outdoing movies. Like look at Spider-Man 2018. The whole fight with Doc Ock on the building. Y'all remember back in the day when we used to dream about being able to do that in the game when you're fighting alongside the building and fighting the boss? We're doing that in video games. This stuff right here is but the thing about us doing it now in video games, it costs a lot more to do it. And so
They've been now doing that for like movies since the 360. That started the whole thing.
But it's
Shout
like
out to my brothers in the chat.
But it's like, dog, you know,
Paul,
you look at this. You look
Graphic
at this.
God on Twitter. I see you, bro.
No, like you look at this. Like something's got to give, man. You either got to give up the exclusives, right? Or let's say we keep on to this tribalistic mentality. We keep the exclusive thing going, and people go, this is my only reason to buy it, even though a lot of people have been exposed left and right saying as not doing
that
it.
They're not buying it. Yeah.
Right. Because the games are showing that you're not buying it. Because that was the case. Listen, if that was really the case, and people got mad at me, they damage control this with me all the time, Scrubbers. They'd be like, oh, well, that's a different thing. No, it's not a different thing. Because of Nintendo fans, the reason why Nintendo is not in this conversation is because Nintendo fans buy every single thing from Nintendo. Nintendo's games on their worst day can sell about 30 million copies. Name one PlayStation game that has ever touched 30 million copies in the record time that these Nintendo games do. Also, these Nintendo games do not cost as much, not even a fraction of as much as these games that are being made for PlayStation. So again, something's got to give. You're either going to have to let go of this tribalistic mentality, which people are holding on so close to their chests, or you're gonna have you're gonna have those games still, right? Let's keep the tribalistic mentality, and then we have upcharges going even higher. $100 games. You're paying even more for online now. You're paying even more for accessories.
Facts.
What do you want?
I want a bespoke game just for me. I'm willing to pay $200 for a great third-person over-the-shoulder bespoke game that is specifically for my console and nobody else. That means that they value their customers.
Yeah, they value your customers by giving you a game, and you show your appreciation by not buying said game. It's like
exactly.
Yo, you're a salty guy this weekend, Scrub.
It's so weird.
All right, Super, talk to me.
Before we get started, Lim, we got a member chat that we haven't read yet.
Oh, we do?
Yo, yeah.
Yeah, we do.
I forgot.
AEC founder, Mr. Click, member for 3 months.
I can't even see this with the new chat.
That's
Thank you, son.
Click, dude.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. What's up? Clock me or Mono. We got games for days, bros. Number of games increase, but the hours in the day don't. That's true. Facts.
That's a fact.
That
All right,
Backlog
man.
is real, bro.
Especially when you buy every goddamn thing. That's what makes it worse. You just keep buying the next thing. Keep buying the next thing. I don't even wait for sales. I just go, whatever. Anyway, Super G, man, you think Sony's losing confidence in its games of service?
I mean, all them cancellations and future cancellations show they are. And they may be doubling back on what they thought they can do. And that Bungie deal is not looking too great.
Oh, no. Jim Ryan said that's a better deal than ABK. Ain't that what he said?
It's not looking too good right now, man. Like, what are we doing?
Man,
They
Sony's in trouble like CarMax, bro. They in trouble
The
just like
shit
CarMax.
that he says is amazing. And you know what was funny? I actually listened to a Crossfire episode where they definitely backed them up.
Oh, I'm about to say, did you feel dumber listening to it?
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
Shout out to Astro
That's right.
on shout out to Astro on
my boy Astro Bork. Yeah,
Yo,
my boy.
yeah, shout out to him for
I'm just
bringing that to
saying.
attention because I don't go to the channel, but he put up the link. I went, and they was bragging.
Put me up there
about
too.
what
You
Jim
ain't see
said.
You put me
Huh?
up. You put me up there too. You ain't see mine.
Nah, I ain't.
What?
Nah, I see he come across
Oh,
my
man.
timeline so much stuff.
Check the check the DM. I got you. Check the DM.
That dude is on
Astro
fire.
stay,
but
Astro stay on it, bro. He stay on it.
he does. And they was co-signing Jim Ryan's thing. Yeah, the ABK deal is gonna fail for Microsoft, and they always circle jerking each other. Yeah, buddy, you're right. You're right. Go, yeah, Mooch, yeah.
You got that.
How's that working out
shake
for
weight.
you?
You got that shake weight sound effect down
Right.
pat, bro.
A lot of practice. But I'm just saying.
Bro,
Saying,
but
how's that
that's-
working out today? See, this what happens
That's
when you
it,
get
man.
led. This you stupid. This is what happens when you let anybody say some shit that you agree with, or just they go off the limb and you go, yeah, down with Xbox. See, that's what happens. You make yourselves look like assholes. Because that was nobody believed that when Jim said that. They made a whole podcast about that. I just was like, God damn, y'all slow. Or y'all want clicks, so whatever the fuck it works out for you, but that's ridiculous, man. Yeah. So X-Men.
There you
Yes,
go.
sir.
Check the DM, brother. Oh, there you go. Just know you'll never find another one. Just know you'll never find another one like me.
Hold on.
You'll never find another one.
You sent it in the DM because I got something else to show in the DM, but I'm gonna switch over.
Oh, it's in the Dragons then. Yeah, it's in Twitter.
I'm gonna switch over. Hold on. Because there's something else I wanted to let me see messages. But Sir X-Men, talk to me, man. Confidence.
Hey, real quick though, I
when
would
you
say
have
this,
an
though.
industry
I don't
that's
want
clearly
to
showing that
not try to do games as a service because they have plenty of games that they can tap into to do it.
Keep that on the low.
Just do what everybody asks for already. Stop being so bullheaded, bro.
Yeah,
like
crazy.
everyone's asking for SOCOM, everyone's asking for some kind of resistance game. Just do
Yo,
those
I did
games.
see this.
Do what people are asked for, man. And then they may find success, bro. Why don't they give like resistance or something to the Helldivers team to do just an online version of it?
Bro, like
You know,
you
they
have
could
a
probably-
gold mine, work with, acquire Arrowhead, allow Arrowhead to make a SOCOM or better, or your multiplayer,
Right.
or have them be your multiplayer studio in terms of like adding add-ons to your games. They clearly know what they're doing.
Use them in tandem with Bungie if you need to get like those freaking games as a service down, right?
Yeah,
Like
I'm iffy with Bungie at this point because I don't even know if a
Me too.
Bungie's game is going to do any damn. There was a marathon.
too, because
I'm not even worried
Destiny
about
is
it.
dead as hell, bro.
Oh yeah, that
Destiny
though.
is so dead, and it's
Only marathon I support is Nipsey.
Hey.
Why spend the money on a multiplayer game when you know Halo's coming over there and we can just play that one on PlayStation?
And you know that's the weird
Because
funny thing about that.
a source told me that it was coming.
What is the one thing about
Was his-
that? You
was his
know,
name
let's say if
Trust Me,
it
Bro?
does. Well, let's say that does happen and you get that. You know what that all goes back to? It goes right back to the Call of Duty thing. They're relying on
Exactly.
these games to mask as a crutch to mask a problem. And instead of making your own and standing out on your own, you rely on these. And that's why it's like I don't really see the point in you guys. I don't even see you guys trying.
Because they already told us they don't have the money. They've told us many times if we lose Call of Duty, we can't support our first party games. They lost Call of Duty.
It
If y'all
destroy
don't
us.
buy the remasters and the remakes, we can't spend that money to put it on our first party games. So if you cutting out the remasters and the remakes, you cutting out the Call of Duties, you don't got the money to build a multiplayer game.
Ooh.
As we just see with all these games and services out the window.
You on
Oh, I
fire?
wasn't supposed to say that. My bad. I'm sorry.
No, it's been a very it was a very eye-opening. That's the best way to put it. A very eye-opening week. Because for the longest time we've been told that these games are not what people want. These games are trash.
A
And all
brother
of
in
a
the
sudden
chat
they're-
exposing you, super.
and now they're stands. So
Yeah, don't be telling family secrets. What's wrong with you, Tarzan?
uh-oh.
In the chat telling family secrets.
I ain't beat no.
right,
I ain't beat him
man.
either. I showed Bob.
Now I'm gonna ask you.
Hey, but listen, that man ain't lying though. He ain't lying. He ain't lying.
I'm gonna ask you a question, Super. How long is it gonna take the rest of this generation for Sony to turn around the whole vision that they had laid out? How long are you gonna do? Because it took Xbox. It took Xbox some time.
Come
It
on.
took Nintendo some time after that
It's gonna
Wii.
go into next
I
generation.
mean,
for sure.
not the Wii.
It took them 7
Wii U.
years.
Yeah.
How long did it take?
Xbox.
Nintendo, 7 years from Xbox, right? So are you presuming the same thing? Because Sony really got to change their Eastern style thinking.
Yeah.
That's where it starts
They
first.
have
The
to-
mindset.
Their
Mindset.
attitude, their
Right.
attitude needs to really get changed. It really needs
So
to
until they do that, then they're gonna be stuck in the mud, bro. So they got to do that
Because
first.
they don't have the management like a Jack Trenton who's with the people, right?
Yeah.
He was a gamer.
He was the mob.
Like-
Let's keep it up.
Right.
They don't
Jack
really
was
have.
the mob.
And then
They need
right
that
now, as it sits,
mentality.
bro, we don't even know what their
Right.
identity is, bro.
We don't.
They don't
That's
even
the
know what
biggest
their identity is.
Yo, B. And you need to let it go. Another game TKO. Let it go, Yobi. Let it go. Multiplayer Spider-Man is dead.
Again,
we are really
how does that get canceled? Right? How do you cancel something like that looked cool as hell, fun as hell?
And green light God of War.
Yo, listen.
Or green light a damn Concord.
Spider-Man
I'm
was
more
going to
mad
sell
about
itself,
Twisted
though.
Metal than anything, dude. That's
Twisted Metal would have been it too. Yeah.
That would have been legit.
They gave us Destruction All-Stars that are Twisted Metal. That's crazy.
That would have been a great games as a service. That's one where they blew it.
And people want to argue and say they're not out of touch or they don't have a problem. It's like, dog, they clearly have a problem.
They made me buy that All-Star game.
I got a question. Ain't nobody make you do nothing. I got a question.
I was giving them a chance.
Somebody get that man some holy water.
How are we asking ourselves for a community and a country who is based in so much heritage and culture that they have not changed for over thousands of years, that they run their businesses using that same culture?
Yes, they do.
They're automatically going to change because it's not working for the last 2-3 years. And think they're going to have the foresight to go forward with that.
You know what I said last week? They gonna give it the old Japanese way. They gonna go kamikaze. They're gonna go down with the ship. They don't want to change to the Western ways. They don't want to change.
Now you remember I said this in a video, Lim. I said, it's like for 2024. I said this a whole bunch. I said, listen, we got more hardware than software.
Oh, that's a fact.
And now it's funny because dudes damage control. They came at your neck. They came at my neck, especially over that PS5 Pro. We were just telling them, listen, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Lim, we ain't denying it's cool. It's an option, but it ain't what you guys are hyping up to be. Y'all hyping up the words enhanced and all this bullshit. It's like, I think you might want to pay closer attention to what you're getting. They're flat out telling you it's 840p upscale. That's not better than a native resolution at all. But on top of that, the same group had the nerve to talk trash about the 50 series graphics cards. They're like fake frame rates and all this dumb shit. I'm like, what do you think PSSR is doing? Like, well, it's AI driven. What do you think PSSR is?
It's a 4K monster. That's what it is. 4K monster.
King Thrash told me I ain't know what I was talking about.
Hey, bro.
And it's not like FSR or DLSS. When I told him.
Don't talk about folks until they get their channels back, okay? Don't do that. They can't defend themselves.
Shots fired. I think he made a new one.
No. But I'm gonna
get it back. He gonna get it back.
I told him on Wild Show, don't talk tech to a tech guy, and you just a game player. Ain't that what I told him? So X-Men, I said, you talking to the wrong dude. You don't know me. I said, but if you don't think that Pisser is a version of FSR and DLSS, you have a problem. You're starting in the wrong lane, bro.
I mean, why the hell would they
told
compare?
him.
I keep the thing is, common sense should just tell them that when you compare when they're doing the comparison.
He said I didn't know what I was talking about. And shout out to my man.
They're like, it's fake frames.
Cerny backed up everything that I told him.
Oh yeah, I love that. Dudes are hoping for a video from me. They were hoping for me. I didn't do it. Listen, I can't do it. I don't got the heart to do it to you.
Listen,
he killed y'all for me. I didn't say anything.
Yes,
he did. He did it for me.
Thank you, Mark. And hopefully I get to meet you one day so I can shake your hand and thank you.
What's funny about
showing I was right.
What was funny about Mark doing that whole situation? You could tell Mark was like probably watching videos, like watching nobody, and he was probably like, "Yo,
he had to be."
Like what the hell are you talking about?
I'm pretty sure he watched D-Batch video.
Oh,
his verbiage was too specific. The verbiage was too specific.
That felt like more like a personal attack. He was so it felt like a personal attack, but he was so nice about it. How he explained it. He's like, yeah. So a lot of you guys are getting caught up on this number thing. Yeah, that's not true. I was like.
If you hear any rumors about such and such, that is not true. That's not what's going on.
I was in a fetal position. That's funny. That's funny.
I loved it because that was like a week after I was smoking trash ashes like Tupac. Got him. And I'm petting like 50 Cent.
Hey, Lemon, when I told Trash.
It happened a week later.
When I told Trash that DX12 makes all the difference in Xbox and PC to make all those software iterations work together. He like, well, how does that happen? Because it works within the parameters of everything Microsoft does for its games and everything else from PC to everything else. Even Steam runs on DX12. And that makes all the difference. It gets all the softwares the ability to talk together to run everything smoother in the CPU. In the CPU, not the GPU part. But it makes all of them talk together within the GPU and the CPU and within the processor to make everything work smoothly. That's the difference. DX12. Right. But everybody forgets about DX12.
Because
they don't know what it is.
No, that is the one takeaway I'll never forget in regards to this PS5 Pro nonsense. So when evidently we do get to PS6, which by the way, people are now hyping up after they just got a Pro, which is hilarious to me because these be the same dudes talking about PC gaming is too expensive and all this bullshit. It's like, okay. If PS6 does drop, and again with the way things are going, it might drop in 2 years.
$1,200.
Shout out to the chat, man. Y'all awesome.
If that shit is $700, Lim, if that shit's another $700,
it's actually a deal.
Apparently.
Yeah, listen.
Wait for the trade in on it.
Oh God, I'll start. Let me tell you something. Because no, if that's $700, you already know what PS6 Pro is going to be. That shit's going to be the first one to hit close to 1,000. The closest we've ever seen.
We'll give you $300 for your PS4 Pro that you bought last year.
Yo, listen, man. Let's move on because this.
It's getting
messy.
That's messy.
We got.
He's already dead.
Bro, they're all dead. Shit at this point. It's just crazy.
We gonna get it. We gonna get into that best-selling games list. We gonna get into that a little bit after this. But I want to say something, man. Lina Khan, you will not be missed.
I said that Easter, baby.
Yo, listen.
Is that chick who did the FTC? Was that who else?
Yes.
Yes.
That name sounds mad familiar. What's she doing?
This is what kills me.
She was head of it.
And this is what kills me.
All the other Republicans left. And she's a Republican.
This is what kills me. First of all, your job was to protect businesses. I mean, the American people against businesses and wrongdoings. And you took it personal. And you used your power and abuse. You let a Japanese company in the United States dictate an American's company move? How does that work? Is this America? You allowed a Japanese company to dictate the FTC decision in America and an American company. I never understood that.
She let foreign interests made her decision. That's what happened.
I said, that's not your job. Oh, they're gonna take Call of Duty from PlayStation. That's what Jim said. So what they got to do with the people? You have choices. You can play where you want to play. But I didn't understand her tyrant. She was running the FCC like she was a dictator. And that's not looking out for people. That's looking out for what your interests are. Mm-hmm. And when she lost, we still gonna pursue this. And I'm like, what is this shit problem? Like, it was complete abuse of power. So Superman, talk to me. How did you feel when she stepped down?
Bro, she had to step down because they're gonna glue her ass.
Stop beating your animals on live stream. We hear you.
Call Peter.
They was gonna throw her ass out the front door like Will Smith, bro. So it didn't matter, bro. She was probably there. They knew what she was trying to do. That new administration ain't going for that, bro. So good riddance. Bye bye.
I never seen nobody do that to an American company ever.
No, that's what I'm saying about the new administration. They're not going for that, bro. You're not finna do that to America, bro. So she would have been about it regardless.
Here's the problem. Bro. Lina Khan was not bad at her job when it came to every other case that came to the FTC door. She stopped Google. She stopped some stuff with Apple, with the Epic Store and all of that stuff. You did what you were supposed to do, protect
consumers
from corporations, and you were trying to stop monopolies.
Right.
This court case with the FTC, with Microsoft, was a case builder for Lina Khan, for her to put her name in front of this. And if she was going to win this case, that would have put her so high on a pedestal for further government lifting up. Okay. And the problem is she went headstrong on thinking that case, even though she kept getting stuff shown to her that this case was not going to win, when folks who don't have anything to do with a lawyer degree, who sit just like this and have a controller in their hand, and they can figure it out. So when we start out, which I'm glad you're saying, Lemon, she did her. The only reason most folks should be mad at Lina Khan is for this one case, because she kept pursuing it and kept pursuing it and kept pursuing it. And this administration coming in, the only reason Lina Khan's going to be gone is because she was doing her job on all the other stuff. She was stopping corporations from doing it. She just looked stupid with this Microsoft situation. So the next administration, you saw how many, I ain't trying to get too political, but you saw how many folks with all the big corporations and the richest men in the world sitting up there right with the government. You think they're going to want Lina Khan going in there and say, hey, Facebook, Meta, you can't do this. Hey, you can't do this with Amazon and buy up every other company that you buy. So yeah, she was going to be gone for sure, but she's not gone for the incompetence with Microsoft. It's because she had hubris. She was winning cases. She was doing well. She was getting praised. And then she started pushing this with Microsoft, when clearly somebody who's in third place is not getting a monopoly because they bought this one publisher. Okay.
Yeah, I thought that was crazy.
Yeah, so I don't want folks to think that, oh, she was just incompetent in her job and she was just so horrible. She did a lot of good things for consumers. It's just, you know how some people, they got this one thing that's itching them and they're going to fight to the death that they're right. Oh, wow, we just talked about this with the last subject, with Pisser and 4K gaming and man, she sounds like a fanboy. But I'm just saying, she was having secret meetings, like you said, with someone who was running a foreign company. That was one of her major problems. You were having secret meetings.
She flew to the CMA with that too.
Yeah. So
and put the fire underneath their seat. Like, look what they're doing.
So when people are doing that, they are doing hook by crook anyway to prove that they are right. And that's why we don't want people who are such fanboys when your companies that you put up on a pedestal are doing something wrong. You look stupid when you keep fighting and saying, but it's okay if my corporation does it. Okay. These corporations don't know any of us. They don't owe any of us anything. So
facts.
I've been rambling, but yeah, that Lina Khan thing is a mess. Bye-bye.
Sir X-Man, you there? You finished beating on the animals?
Yeah, I'm here, bro. Hold on, I'm coming. You be all right. You be all right. So
all right.
You want my opinion on Lina Khan, right?
Today, not tomorrow.
The sun will come out tomorrow, bro. The sun will come out tomorrow because she's going to be gone. The problem with her is she kept trying to find petty stuff with the AFK, the ABK deal, right? But she did not take a look at the Sony practices. And when they did come, bad practices, but when it did come up, she bypassed a lot of it. You want to hear it. She kept throwing it at Microsoft. Microsoft's supposed to be the big bad corporation, the big bad corporation. Don't you? Sony's a corporation too. Why didn't you dig deeper into them? You just
ain't Sony the market leader?
Yeah.
Last time I checked, they was the market leader.
Correct. So
I'm just saying, you're protecting the biggest in the game. But continue.
But she wants to go after the big bad American company because they are trying to save a company. The company asked for their help. That's different. They didn't try to undermine them. They did not try to do a corporate
Hostile
takeover
Right.
or nothing. They asked for them. If Sony had the money, then they probably would have went over there. But then they know Sony didn't have that kind of dap in their pockets, man. So Microsoft.
Let's just
said,
be honest here.
"All right,
Bobby Kotick had to go.
Oh,
He had to go.
He had to go.
He had to go.
He treated games like they weren't even games. He just flat out looked like, listen, hey, can I make
And
fun
he
of you off
started
of
the
it?
company.
Okay, let's do
That's
it.
what's crazy. And
And
you
that's
treating women bad and the sexual stuff and the threats.
Assaults and bathrooms.
The
Assaults.
Cosby,
And
the
I'm like,
Cosby room,
right,
and oh Lord,
right,
that was a mess.
I'm like,
This man was
what
the
did we
Vince
watch?
McMahon of the game
Yo,
community. That's just
yo, what are we doing
Basically,
here?
That he was
somebody
basically the
committed
Vince McMahon
suicide.
of the company.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Chad. They didn't let me finish my point, but go ahead.
No, finish.
Almost lost my train
And
of
you
thought.
fly,
man.
Bobby.
But no,
Yeah, we gotta treat him like we do Paul. He'll forget.
It's beyond the Bobby Kotick thing. They had too many people spending time on Call of Duty, and they did not have the resources to start developing some of the other games that they wanted to make. You know that's gonna take time. But all they kept saying, Call of Duty had every studio they had just working on that game, and they wanted to do more. But they were making money, but they were also losing money. You know, you can do both at the same time. And they didn't want to get to that point. That's why they said, Microsoft, we're going to offer you up. Can you help us out? And Microsoft said, what price? They said,
Yeah, people forgot they went to Microsoft.
It said
At a
68.9
reduced price.
It's 68.9 billion. And they said, okay, you got it. Come get us. And he's like, but we got some rules. We want to make, they want to make them a union. So they made them a union.
So many positive different things that's going to change the industry in terms of the union. We see a lot of people working out of contract, disrespectfully throwing these people to the curb, but continue.
And Bobby Kotick got a big payoff, and that made him say, "Oh hell yeah, I'm gone. I'm gonna buy my ass an island." He's hanging out with Jim Ryan right now. But and that was a sweet offer. But people in the PlayStation Sony section did not like that. It wasn't that it was going to destroy you. People act like those games weren't going there. Microsoft was going to keep that over there. They want that bag. They wasn't going to get rid of that. So any legacy title would have been over there. But nah, people kept putting out in the press, we don't want to lose Call of Duty. You wasn't never going to lose Call of Duty. It was just on Xbox, and you would have been paying Microsoft.
Jim Ryan started that. But you know how he's a fraud. As soon as they lost the case, we wasn't worrying about losing Call of Duty.
Yeah, they foolish.
No, he was saying that before they lost the case.
Yep. He was saying that whole time. He came in one day, I think it was in January, and he put out a thing saying, we don't want to lose Call of Duty. We don't want to lose Call of Duty. It wasn't about Call of Duty. For Microsoft, it wasn't even about Call of Duty for them by getting it. You know who they wanted. They wanted that King. They wanted King more. King makes more money than Call of Duty. Still.
That's facts.
Shout out to Lulu Chang, sir.
Yeah, with Candy Crush and every other game they got over there, they're making cash 24/7, 7 days a week.
All right, tap on this topic.
I mean, bro, there was just so much. It felt like a circus. We literally called it a circus. The way that shit was just going on. You think the case is done? It's being held again. It's being delayed again. It's all this stuff. The whole thing for me personally, that whole situation, just was just pure pettiness. And just to go back to what you guys were saying about what Jim said, it's funny. As soon as he knew that they weren't going to win the case, all of a sudden the initiative began to drop 10 live service games in record time. Yeah, I remember that. It immediately became the initiative.
Came out of nowhere.
Which was funny because he flat out said, and this is just how you know he had no faith in the very platform, which is crazy because it says a lot. But when he said, if Call of Duty is gone, it would destroy our business model because we don't have a game that's as big. It's like, well, even if you didn't have a game that was as big, you have games that can fill the void of it. You have
Does Sony really have a business model? Really, do they? So, Big Kyle, do they really have a business model at Sony?
I mean, the way
Yeah, they
things
do.
are, I mean,
They're a company.
they're a company. Every company.
They're not winging it.
But the thing is, for Sony, in regards to, remember, if you look at just the start of this gen of X-Men, this is just them riding off they're just cruising off the success of the PS4 gen.
Past, right?
Right, the PS4 gen. The PS4 gen, a lot of people don't understand how insanely good the PS4 gen really made Sony look coming off the PlayStation 3. They were looked at and treated as like the heroes of the generation for how well they came back from the PS4 gen. The excitement was there. They went over the top with their production. Y'all remember each time you had those live event shows, they made it into a spectacle that was themed around the games.
Orchestra. I was like, what's up with that 30-minute orchestra?
They were going all in, right? But that orchestra. See, the thing is, that whole orchestra made the games the impact of the games that much more insane, especially when they were playing with the games. Yeah, I remember when Days Gone was first introduced, and the music kept getting hyper and more intense when he was like running from the zombies, and they kept coming. They wouldn't stop running. Like that stuff. That stuff.
Yeah, but listen,
to the games. But
let me add this real quick. The real change for Sony with the PS4 was x86.
Well, yeah, I know that.
No more custom chips.
No more sale process.
Right. No more. We're gonna come out here and make a console that everybody could program for.
Funny thing is, a lot of people didn't even know what the hell he was talking about when he said x86. It was only when that translated into the games that all of a sudden they understood. It's like, the PS4 is the first console that Sony's dropped that is legit, flat out a PC in a box. Yes. And they have continued that mindset with PlayStation 5 and will continue with PlayStation 6. No more we're ever going back.
Easier programming.
Right. No more proprietary approach equipment.
Right. We're never going back to like that alien-like attack where you have to learn it from mumps and then be able to play. No. This is flat out for developers, simple and easy. That's what they got, and it benefited from them in the long run. Developers were happy. Relationships were restored. Keyword restored. Remember, a lot of people didn't want to work with Sony and during the PS3 gen. That's why they were just latched on to Xbox, Microsoft. That's why it was a big thing when he announced that virtually every platform, every publisher will support PlayStation 4. And since then, it has not been an issue because they redeemed themselves. But 5, again, just looking at this with it, the issue, again, is relying in terms of their business model. Just to add to your point, X-Men, they have a business model. The problem is they never wanted to update their business model. The reason why I say they didn't want to update their business model is because they were so reliant on something. Basically, when you're so used to having something that's there and it does so much for you and you don't have to try, why try? That's basically their mindset.
Exactly.
They were so used to Call of Duty filling that void, that multiplayer void for their casual consumer. That's
Are
what
you trying to say Call of Duty was playing Captain Save-A-Hole for the PlayStation?
And it was getting it at a discount.
It was
I thought that was crazy.
This goes back, like, you think about it. You go back to multiplayer, like back to the multiplayer when they had other games, like a few games here and there, right? Back when their online was free, Call of Duty was their biggest juggernaut in terms of multiplayer, like traffic. And mind you, it was free online during that time as well.
Right.
God of War Ascension didn't have the player base that Call of Duty was going to have, etc. Like there was no games from PlayStation Studios. But again, to go back to it, they never want to update their model. They have plenty games. They have something.
Technically, they did update their model. I don't want us to say that they didn't. Because the games as a service was their update. It just fell through.
Yeah,
so now they don't have a stop. That was their stopgap. Yeah.
I was getting to that. What I'm saying, like, to like the way things are going, there's so many games that Sony has in their pipeline in terms of like, well, in their history. That's the biggest advantage that Sony's always had over Xbox. They have history. They have a lot of IPs and characters. The problem with Sony, and you're seeing this, is that they're not utilizing them properly. Twisted Metal would have been the game to come out at this time during the FTC, or at least been working to come out at the time of the FTC situation. You should have been hitting up Insomniac Games and like, yo, listen, I know you guys are working on Wolverine, but we need that Resistance multiplayer. We need that Resistance game now, like yesterday. Yeah, I'm so like, let's get that done. Let's get a team help them out. Let's get Let's go back and with some old friends. Let's bring back.
So he kept telling them no.
Yeah, let's go get MAG. I remember MAG back in the day. Let's go try and get MAG back. Let's try to cut a deal and get Medal of Honor restored. There were a lot of games they could have flocked to help fill that void if they absolutely lost Call of Duty. I get it, though.
Medal of Honor was the GOAT before Call of Duty.
Yes.
Medal of Honor was the GOAT.
And the thing is about COD as well. Let's casuals love it, but casuals also love NFL football. So for them to say like, oh, that would have been it, that would have been the be all end all and killed the console, it would not have killed the console. Microsoft was never planning on making that exclusive to begin with. Microsoft, they wanted King. Microsoft knows damn well they're not going to make that money that Call of Duty brings in tied to one box. It's never going to do it.
It would be silly to take that off.
Right. Why would you do that? That would piss even more people off.
That'd be malpractice.
Right. That doesn't make sense. That's against what you truly want. What you truly want is a console with an option that's going to print endless money. That's what you want. That's what you really want.
And it's not financially beneficial for Microsoft to take it off.
Right.
Just
they
like
would not
it's
have made
not
$7 billion.
financially beneficial to take Doom off.
Right.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, like $70 billion. You think you're gonna make $70 billion holding that only to one platform? No, the money is where it's everywhere, and you get the real benefits of it. And everybody jumps in, and they're buying the battle passes, they're buying the seasons, the skins, and all. That's where the money is. That's what it is. Yep. King, on top of that, we haven't even counted King. King is about to bring in the crazy money at all. I wouldn't be surprised if they made their money back already with Call of Duty, because Call of Duty has done ridiculously well, even with the PS5 right now, the latest one. So it's like, they're not losing anything in that long run. But the problem is, again, people just don't they see it from the tribalistic approach, like I said prior. But as far as Sony updating their business model, yes, like you said, the live service approach. Yes, live service is the biggest thing they've done. Also, something Sony's never done before is open up their games. Usually they used to be the most stingy out of all of them next to Nintendo. They never let you get close to even being on the same network as them with crossplay. Now that's a thing. They've changed a lot of things in their business model. But as you can see, they've gotten a lot of good results. But the reason why a lot of these results, don't have even bigger results, is because they're stuck in their old ways. They think they can dictate how people play with certain policies. And the thing is, the PC community is not like the console community. They're going to tell it how it is. They're not going to buy something. When you region lock a console or region lock something, you're not going to jump through and just support that unless you actually show that you're for them by removing restrictions. Online requirements like the login should not be required, especially when it locks you out of enjoying an experience. And I guarantee you Arrowhead was pissed about that. The amount of traction they had, it was tough to get matches in Arrowhead, in Helldivers 2. It was insane. The game kept crashing. It was insane. They had waiting times, queue times. Now you fire it up, you can get a game. What's that tell you? Not that many people are on it the way that you're thinking now, compared to what it was. It was crowded. So, but yeah, no, it's compared to her, everything with her just came across as agenda. I didn't even care about the case after. When they kept getting delayed, I was like, okay, let me just wait for this to be done. And when it finally got done, and I found out all this other stuff. I was like, yeah, nah, I get it. Good riddance, I guess you could say. That's the best I could say it. So that was just a waste of everybody's time, money, resources.
Yeah, government money. A lot of that was wasted. Millions of dollars.
Yo, shout out to the chat, man. Y'all been absolutely amazing. Y'all lighting it up across 5 platforms. That's amazing, man. Shout out to Rob in the chat. Listen, man, we got to move on because Bit got to breathe. He got a lot of information. He full of information. Goddamn, boy. You know what?
Go, what?
You want some?
Actually, you guys.
Shout out to Big Cloud.
There you go.
Yeah, it's water this week. Not no damn Tito's. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know. I don't feel too good. But anyway, listen, man. Yeah, gaming business is changing. We know that. Now, I want to talk about. I know everybody heard about Phil Spencer's. Hopefully, y'all know about Phil Spencer's conversation.
Yep.
Kind of funny. And all right, so we'll get into that in a minute. But I want to talk about this, man. As a content creator, and we all in some type of capacity, we give back to this community with our opinions. People in the chat, y'all make these shows pop. right? Greatly appreciate it. But I've never been a channel to say anything to misguide somebody, mislead, lie, do things for clicks. And you Sony content creators are changing sides.
What?
And I mean,
on some of them, you got to make sure you stipulate changing sides again. Okay, just make sure you say
again, that. Right. Yeah, there's some that go back and forth.
Oof.
But you console warring clowns, y'all need to stay where you at. You're not accepted. We don't want you back. You know why? Because you're not good for this community. Disrespecting people for platforms that they like. I don't get that. Telling people because you have a larger crowd of people watching, you figure your word means everything and everybody else is subpar, which is technically not the truth because half of y'all don't even play the shit that y'all talk about. But we ain't gonna get into that.
Facts.
But with that being said, I want to show you something from an ex-friend. This is crazy, and I'm gonna read this crap. Let me zoom into it so when y'all see it, it's and you shouldn't accept this dude back because he had a meltdown.
Messy.
Oh yeah. Let me make sure I get this right. Let's get this shit right.
Dog.
Let's get this shit straight. I want to read this to y'all because this is crazy coming from Tim Dog, aka Tim Poodle, because he was crying over. Now he wants back.
Call this man a poodle.
He said a poodle.
PSN Tim Dog. He even changed his goddamn name.
Twitter handle, yeah.
Sell out.
Listen to this. And I'm not saying, we're talking about somebody who Microsoft gave carte blanche to, let you in meetings, listening as a person, not somebody who worked for Microsoft, just a friend of the room. You hear shit? Your feelings got hurt. But look what he says. I'm done with Council Ward. It's over. I'd rather be with friends and people from both communities. And Xbox and Sony are doing two different things, really. Both have amazing benefits. So, yeah, this is how I want to go about it.
So paying $80 online is a benefit?
Hold on. I will offer my analysts of the industry as I always have.
Oh, my God.
But I'm not going to do the whole console warrant.
Okay.
First of all, let me say this to somebody that really knows him. There's somebody probably in the chat that really know him. I don't know if my boy Megatron is in here, but I'm going to say this for the record. You had a mental breakdown over $1 trillion company's decision to make money. You have burned bridges with people in that company that just don't want to deal with your ass no more because of what you did. It's embarrassing how you handle it as a grown-ass man, 50-something years old. You had a meltdown. Now you think you put that tweet out. You think we give a shit? You threw me under the bus to my brothers because you said I talked about you. I didn't talk about you. I'm talking about your ass now. And I'm talking about how you're a fraud. Now you want back. You know why you want back? Because as much as you kiss them Sony dudes' asses, they don't want your ass. They don't want you back. They didn't want to take. They did not accept your ass. You had. I don't care what console you support, because I play everything too. But the disrespect that you laid out, you let guys go in your Twitter spaces and disrespect Phil Spencer.
His name is Crap
Who's
Dog
been
now.
your who's been your friend? And you said nothing. So yeah, I said it out loud. Yeah, I said that's what you allowed. You got mad at me because I said what you allowed to happen in your space? I'm the problem? People, is this what we doing?
Crazy.
What's that?
I'm gonna say this for the record.
What's that?
I want somebody, you can clip it, you can share it. You can go fuck yourself.
You played yourself.
That was embarrassing how you handle it. It's a $1 trillion company making a $1 trillion decision. Who are you as a friend of the room and a gamer to start a whole revolution against a company, and now you want back.
Oh, they all gonna come creeping out the woods, man. Lemon, they all gonna come creeping out the woods, bro. You already know.
I would take MBG.
I'm
in
thinking
the
about
Xbox
subbing the
community
Game
before
Pass,
I
dude.
even speak to your ass again because you're a fraud.
Yo, you want that
Nah,
I'm
I'll
thinking
take
about
him back.
subbing the
I'll
Game
take him
Pass,
back
Just
with
said
some-
before, but I wouldn't.
You understand what I'm
Stay
saying?
over there.
But these are facts.
Would you take back
You-
Red Dragon,
uh,
Lemon? Would you take back Red Dragon?
Well, nah. Certain limits I ain't doing. But I'm just saying, you're a fraud. I don't want you to hear from nobody. I want you to understand how I really feel, because you are a fraud. How you gonna get mad at me? Because I said, yo, he allowed Phil Spencer to get violated in his space and didn't say shit. Lemon's the problem. Anyway, how do you feel about the PlayStation community switching? And people, you better not go for the boo-boo. You better not go for the bullshit, because these dudes are flapjacks. They're trying to get into the inner circle of your cliques because it looks like Sony's doing bad right now. It looks like Sony don't have a motto. They're not doing it because they love you. They're not doing it because they want to preach the truth. They want to do it to keep their channels rolling. Now, all of a sudden, Marlon, oh, I gave it an A+. This was amazing. Reforge. Hey, listen, I don't know how they pulled it off, but I'm excited.
You sound
to
too
play
excited.
Xbox.
You gotta sound like Eeyore when you say how Reforge did it. Oh, this show. I mean, what can you say, guys?
Mind you, he didn't just get excited. He got drunk and then got
You
excited.
said,
Yeah.
You're
Yes.
damn.
Yeah,
it
he got
goes
drunk,
again.
Lim. And
I might.
I think he.
I
took some
might get
cocaine
gang
to deal with the
pass.
stress, man. Took some cocaine to deal with the stress. He couldn't handle it no more.
Why are y'all calling me a traitor? I'm not a traitor. Oh,
I'm
man.
not saying this to disrespect anybody. What I said is the fucking facts. It just is what it is. Dudes are weird out here. Dudes are weird.
The MBG thing will never, and I mean never, ever stop.
I'm
being
thinking
funny
about
because
subbing the Game
this dude
Pass,
is
dude.
actively dedicated that platform to saying how terrible Game Pass is. And in the moment you realize
I'm
that
thinking
your
of-
dumbass, after all this bullshit, is going to be paying top dollar, not top dollar like $50, $40. No, you're going to be paying
Not
$70.
discount. Yeah.
Right. You're gonna be paying $70 for all these games that you're all of a sudden hyped to play, that you have labeled from studios. You call failures,
he has
trash.
One. He has one. The Ninja Gaiden 2.
Shout out to P Lump
Black.
in the chat, man.
That's
Shout out to
it.
P
No,
Lump.
I'm saying I'm saying in general, the games in general, the AAA budget games are gonna be $70.
$70. Yeah.
Unless you got Game Pass. So it's so funny and poetic. But you know what's even more funny about it too, though? As soon as you say, yeah, I'm thinking
Yeah.
about I'll do
taking
that
that
Game
slander.
Pass. But no, as soon as he said I'll think about getting that Game Pass, his chat, you didn't see his chat.
Yeah,
call him
his
traitor.
chat, his
Just call him
chat,
traitor.
bro. They was calling for his head. They was like, bro, if you get Game Pass, I'm done with your chat. I'm
Yup.
like, first of
Yup.
all, how
Yup.
much of a pussy you got to be at the mercy of your own fucking chat? That's what I don't understand. Aren't you the fucking content creator? Aren't you the head of the table? What the fuck?
You know why? You know why he's the
dictate
mercy
your
of his
audience?
chat? Because he only talks to his chat if they spend money. So yeah, he's at the mercy of his chat because the only ones that can talk to him spend money. So if they stop spending money, he's done. You set that up your own self. That's why he's at the mercy of the chat.
That is just a pure definition of
Yo,
just
P Lump,
pathetic.
don't take that in the chat. Don't take that, son.
Oh no.
You got to fire back. You two leave him alone. Hey. My damn two little puppies are bothering my pit bull. He going to eat one of y'all one day. Watch.
Yeah, puppies.
What?
Oh no, this
Yeah. They're annoying. They always pick it with him, but he in his kennel. He probably, when I get out of here, shit gonna change.
oh no.
I don't let him run around because he too big. He knocked my cameras over. We're gonna have a problem. So, Super G, the switcheroo was good. How you feeling about that? Because you're a content creator and you put a lot of work on your channel. How you feeling about that, man?
Super G had his popcorn. He enjoying the moment.
Yeah. You guys already killed them. Like, what more is there to say? I don't
Yeah.
want any of their ass back because there's no reason to do any of that. So just play your games where you want, bro. You don't got to do any
That's
of that
crazy
stuff.
though. Thinking about Tim though, like if you're talking about like in his worst.
Appreciate that, P.
Are we talking about his worst moments? Wasn't he stalking people out Best Buy for buying Xboxes?
The crazy thing is, like, it makes it worse, bro. Like Lim said, when you know some of these people, when you talk to them, like outside of this fakeness of the you know what I'm saying? When you actually sit down and break bread with them and talk to them and have lunch or whatever, and like to see them go out that way is crazy, bro. The crash out's crazy. Like, it's crazy as hell. All for what? For what? Now you just look like a fucking maniac trying to come back. I don't want to battle anymore.
Like, you co-signed that the platform.
Hold hands. Yeah, Mister, I don't want no kumbaya. And now you're trying to be the kumbaya. Like, get out of here, bro.
You co-signed for years that the platform is ass. You co-signed for years that the community is full of weirdos and all this stuff. And you've even taken personal shots at executives, developers. You've taken personal shots at
numero uno weirdo, bro.
Right, like you've taken personal shots at just people who don't even get into the console world. They just do content in general. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. People that don't even bother with people. You know what I'm saying? People that don't even say nothing.
Crash out dog at this point.
You take personal shots, all of y'all, and all of a sudden that community's like, you know what? I think I might get into that community. Why? Because they're bringing me some games, which, by the way, you call it trash. But now that they're coming to your platform, they're amazing. You know what's going to be funny, Super? And I said this in my video. Let them know what I'm going to do. But let me go ahead and say it live. If these Xbox games outsell every PlayStation game,
what games?
You think I'm relentless now?
Oh my god!
Oh Lord!
You ain't seen shit.
Look at Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves already doing that.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say Sea of Thieves was in their top.
Yo,
can I get nasty, please?
No.
Not that.
I don't know.
Not that kind of nasty. Not that kind of nasty.
Pause.
Hey, I'm gonna need you to fucking mute yourself for a second and gather your thoughts.
No,
it ain't
gonna be that.
I'm not saying any of that shit. That shit is out, my boy.
He simp for the streamers, and look what happened.
That's right, 717. They wanted to fire my man Phil. Now he looking like the Messiah.
What? I was clean with it. That's what happens when you simp and not stay at home. You got burned.
And there goes the podcast.
I didn't use any profanity. I just said,
yeah, y'all gonna stop doing my boy P Lump dirty, man.
Oh,
they said, "Hi, nobody's scared of Meals on Wheels." Yo.
Oh wow.
Him and Cerebral Paul gonna jump y'all.
Meals on Wheels.
They gonna do a drive-by.
And you got nitrous in the back too.
Oh wow. Shit! Not the Meals on Wheels.
Yo, I'm so sorry. Yo, P-Lump, when you get home, don't take that. Don't take that. Take that. Don't take that.
I'm not even gonna acknowledge this guy in the chat, but we don't talk about people's health like that, bro. So you gotta chill. We're not doing all that.
It's dope, man.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say his name, bro. I'm not gonna acknowledge that fucking piece of shit, but
oh wow.
God.
Oh, cool.
That was they going at it, boy.
Yeah, certain stuff we'll have to start timing folks out. We're not gonna do that stupid stuff.
No, they going at each other. They cracking jokes, but I don't mind
We talking about to not in each other to us a different person.
We don't do that. You don't know nobody's fucking situation, so don't do that, bro. You better than that. And if you ain't, you need to raise the fuck up. You just go on. Yeah. Just get up out of here.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the internet, man. I'm telling you, people, they got so much shit to say, but when you see them in the real, they try to dap you up.
We gonna get into Phil's. Let's get into Phil's sister's comments.
Before we say the limit, to me, this is equivalent to you folks who got a whole basement full of San Francisco 49er gear. You got a San Francisco 49er pinball machine, TVs. You got all this stuff draped all over your house. Your dog is named Jerry Rice. Your car license plate say... No. Wait, I ain't finished. Your car license plate say Montana on it. And then because they had Brock Purdy got hurt and they might have had a bad year, the next year you got on Dak Prescott and everything turned to Cowboy stuff. Does that make sense at all? Well, my team ain't doing nothing, so I'ma go not say I'ma go from 49ers to the Chiefs because the Chiefs have good records and they got Super Bowl. No, you gonna go to the rival of your favorite team that you hate their guts with all your being, and then you turn around with all their stuff on and go, "Hey guys," and everybody's supposed to be like, "Oh yeah, he's good." That you look stupid if you put what these people are flip flopping over onto any other comparison or any other hypothetical. It would make no damn sense at all. But why in the gaming industry or video games we think, oh yeah, that's good. Go get your bag, bro. Yeah, they pissed you off. Yeah, just go move to the next one. And then you come in.
Rams fan last week, what?
Yeah, and then you want to come back, and then after you done totally destroyed your basement, changed your car license plate, got rid of your dog and got a new dog, and named him Dak and all this other stuff. The next year you went back to all your 49er stuff.
I hate Cowboy fans. That's just me.
What makes no sense at all. Y'all people need to check yourselves and look in the mirror. There's no problem with you being a fan of whoever you want to be of.
Facts.
But at the same time, stick with the person you roll with. I'm a New Orleans Saints fan because I'm from Louisiana. I used to, when I go down to New Orleans to my grandmother's house, I would be in the living room with a bag on my head. I wasn't even at the game. They were so horrible. But guess what? They got better at some point, and we won a Super Bowl. I mean, they went back to being trash again, but that's my team. If that's my team, stick with your team, man. If you say that's what you truly love, that's what you really about. If it takes if that's all it takes for you to switch, you need to look at yourself long and hard because it's just
that's
sad.
a fact.
That's just you putting your worth on the internet, as it is personally. You don't know how
but
much.
I want. That's what I'm talking to the people. Don't take them back. Let them stay where they at, no matter what platform. Right, they have no integrity. Right,
you don't.
They have no integrity
Root for your rival
as a man.
You don't root, even if your rival goes to the Super Bowl. You root for.
You congratulate them.
Your rival,
but you still don't like them.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm a Bears fan. I will never root for Detroit. I will never root for the Green Bay, and I will never root for Minnesota. But I root for Washington. Because Daniels is good. I respect that young man. That's it. I'm done.
Yeah. Too bad this going to be his last game Sunday.
Oh shit. Oh, no. We're not doing football. We're not doing it. No.
Hey, you went to LSU, so I'm rooting for him, but God.
Oh, listen, I want to say this out loud, too. Damn, it's some venting ass week this week. I want to say this. Kyrie Irving made some comments about something he watched on Amazon. The Jews came for him. We all know Kanye crazy, and they went for him.
Kanye's brain is fried.
Yes, it was more to that car accident. But I'm going to say this. And I want everybody to pay attention. This ain't no political channel. How the fuck we let Elon Musk get away with that fucking Heil Hitler shit in front of the whole country and nobody's talking about it? I didn't see no Jewish uproar. I didn't hear nothing. But you went about rappers and basketball players making comments.
You know what's crazy?
Something ain't right.
You know what's crazy?
Something ain't right.
Motherfuckers was taking like screenshots with her, like little still shots, like Kamala, like her hands similar. But when you play the video, she's not even doing anything close to what she's doing. She's got her hands out like this, talking like she's not doing anything like that.
Right.
So multiple of those clips are like that. So it's like, what are we doing here? But man, it's ridiculous.
How the fuck did he get away with that? And nobody, I didn't hear no uproar, no hate speeches. I didn't hear
it's called the richest man in the world.
He still can get that smoke. He still can get the smoke. The news ain't saying shit. Nobody's talking about this shit. But
Hey,
people on Twitter.
let me help you out. He is the news, bro.
Yeah, he owns the news.
Yeah, he owns the news. Think about, we're talking about modern news, right? He owns it, bro. That's the whole thing. He keeps pushing the new media. He keeps talking about the new media. The old media is dead, right? He owns the new media.
That's just, listen, man. You know what?
You shouldn't be surprised. Next time.
I am. I ain't lying.
Listen,
but I brought it up.
We can be amazed by a lot. I want people to think of this. You can be amazed by a lot of things, but a lot of things you should not be surprised about. It might be like astonishing or, oh, what, but it should not surprise you that things are happening. And then you can put that to anything in life. There's a lot of things that can amaze you, but you should not be surprised about it.
The man grew up in South Africa until he came over to America when he was 17.
Y'all keep talking. This channel gonna get shut down.
Come on.
Man, so he's all about free speech.
Bruh,
when you say something,
I waived it already.
Listen, man. Let's get into these last couple of topics, man. I just wanted to bring that up, people, because I thought we was better than that. But
hey,
whatever.
Say that shit for one-on-one with Lim. Go at it.
I just thought that shit was crazy that he did that shit. I was just like, and he did it twice.
Don't worry, I was thinking about doing a special on that topic, Lemon. And
hey, you do that. You do that. Let's get in that shit here, though.
Lemon started it, though.
You still going, though.
And we finished with it.
All right, let's go. Listen, man, we all saw the Phil Spencer's interviews. Hopefully, y'all saw it. His vision, but he was also asked a specific question. Shout out to Paris. He said, people wanted to know why would you get an Xbox if y'all currently keep putting your games on other platforms? And he was, that's a tough question for him, and he broke it down pretty good. But I wanted to get y'all thoughts on the conversation. Scrub, talk to me. How did you feel about the conversation?
Well, I didn't watch it in full, but other stuff, right now, Phil is going to forever be coded in a lot of stuff, and it's going to be forever be set up to interpretation. One, because he's hamstrung on what's the future, and he can't really talk about it. So I know a lot of people will take that and go, well, he's lying or he's omitting stuff. Omitting things and not telling us straight up, well, that's part of his job. Plus, Phil is a boss, but he is not the boss. Phil also has a boss. Okay. Satya, because I'm telling you, if it was just Phil, I don't think there would be this many games going to PlayStation. If this was just Phil saying, all right.
Right.
Shareholders, Satya, they see that money, they want that money. So, and it's already come to backfire on Phil when they asked how many games, because Phil didn't lie. He said these 4 games. He didn't say these 4 games and no other game will ever go across. He said these 4 games. And then it looked real bad because like a week or 2 later, then they're putting out, oh, this is going to go, this is going to go. You watch the Game Awards and then they're, we got a special announcement, Indiana Jones. But Phil said before, not Indiana Jones. But really Phil was saying not Indiana Jones was not going to be one of those 4 games. So everything has kind of got to be coded, and he's got tiptoe because there's a boss on top of him. Wait, didn't come out right, but we got a boss that's above him that is going to change everything depending on how the wind blows. So all I want as someone to be a CEO is keep bringing out good games and showing why you should purchase our good games, whether through Game Pass, whether it's purchased directly, whether you put it on whatever, because it is a waste of time if you put out games and say they're going to be for us exclusive and they suck, and then it's not good for the company if they put out games that go everywhere and they suck. So the main thing now as a consumer, you just want good games and to be able to bring that forth to everybody else. So I feel, like I said, I kind of feel sorry for Phil how things have changed in the last 2 or 3 years, how he's kind of between a rock and a hard place. But I mean, you got to do the best you can. I just think now the person who I worry about more than anybody is Sarah Bond, because they keep putting Sarah Bond the head over this and head over that stuff that we're hoping works out, you know. And if it fails,
she's the bullet sponge, bro.
And if it fails, everybody's gonna look at Sarah Bond. They ain't gonna look at Booty or Phil.
What people gotta really understand though, this isn't Phil's Xbox, it's Satya's, bro. So
exactly.
It's not Phil's the face, but it's Satya's Xbox, bro.
Correct.
Once you understand that, you can fuck what he says. You know, just read, man. We're all adults, bro. You can understand what he's trying to say. Just look at his face while he's saying the bullshit he's saying.
Damn, son.
It's true.
Listen,
I mean,
he has to.
Look
He's
at the man's
He's under pressure, right?
He looks uneasy. He's definitely
exactly. He got somebody.
Yeah,
he got somebody on the opposite side of the camera that's like pointing at his ass, like, you better not. Go ahead if you want to. You know, like, that's,
damn.
Come on, bro. We know
these are set for only games where Game Pass is.
Right.
Wherever we decide to put it. Okay, good.
Yeah,
Said,
that's how
it be.
Listen, business models change. Nothing stays the same.
And then when they say something wrong, you just see them go in the background. You just like that.
They cracking knuckles.
What'd you say?
All right, maybe I can get Sir X-Men to come a little cleaner than you goddamn messy people. Sir X-Men, did you watch the video, and how did you receive the messages from Phil this time?
I didn't see the video, but from what you guys were talking about, I get the gist of the situation.
Facts.
I think Phil said what he said years ago. Games are going to be determined on their narrative term. So for them to do what they're doing, they're a big company, let them do what they do. I'm not mad about that. But like I said, and me and Lemon said, we don't mind that. Just don't put our legacy stuff over there. That's all we ask.
Yeah, I stand on that.
Yeah,
don't
put that.
I don't want to see legacy stuff over there. But
so if they want to make money and put it on the other platform, keep putting them other ones over there.
All right. So legacy. What do we mean by legacy? Are we
just Halo,
Forza, Gears, and even Fable? Because that's
be amazed. But don't be surprised. That's all I can say.
Right.
From forever now, don't be surprised.
The reason why, and I agree with them completely when he said that. The reason you might be shocked by that, X-Men, but the thing is, times have severely changed.
And that's what I was going to say.
The finances have changed. The finances have changed.
They're putting out so many other games.
And then also, that's why they're doing a lot of like.
But look at the time.
Keep their legacies at home and on PC because they're putting out so many other games.
Now, but look at this though. Look at it like this. So look at the PS2 generation as comparison. When we had Xbox, everybody had their own identity, so to speak, their own games, the legacy titles. Notice how the world was at a stabler place. Games were not as expensive. And everybody had bread to throw around. Even it didn't matter where you're working at. Everybody had bread to throw around and get those games. Look at it now in 2025. It is the complete opposite. Budgets are out of control. Games are way too expensive. Games are not $50 anymore. They're $70. With the industry wanting to go to 100. So you gotta look at it like that, man.
Microsoft, Windows is everywhere. And guess who was over software?
Hold on,
Satya.
Go ahead, sir.
So let me try to get my train of thought back. Go back. Let me get my train of thought back. Go somebody next. I'll let you know when I get it back.
All right, go ahead, Scrub. You're going to have to start writing your shit down.
No. You got a lot of damn
somebody get him a sticky note.
A lot of damn nerve.
He said a sticky note.
And a map to find out where the fuck he's going. What he be talking about?
Oh shit!
Oh wow!
Start now, and there won't be none. Because at least
Lord.
We gotta understand the person
I gotta do that.
The person who's in charge was over software for Microsoft. Okay. What is the legacy of Windows? Windows is everywhere on anything that has a doggone computer chip in it. So if he's in charge of that, all of it, and he's seeing Game Pass, Xbox, video games in general making more money, what is somebody who's the last 20 years they're trying to put software on everywhere? What do you think he's going to do? He's going to put software everywhere.
Okay, I remember now.
Yeah.
There were more people buying games.
Hey, Jago, I'm sorry.
Let him go.
That man finished.
Jago, you right. I'm sorry.
Let him go.
There are more people buying games, believe it or not, on PC, Steam from Xbox, than, believe it or not, than on the PlayStation. They're making their money.
Mm-hmm.
If they get
we know they're making their money.
If
Hell yeah.
they get a little bit more for PlayStation for certain games, especially when they hit a hype, okay, cool. But you're keeping South of Midnight over there. You didn't give them the whole bag. You just gave the other ones, the big boys, not from your studio that, not from one of your, private studios that's incorporated in it. Activision was big already. Bethesda was big already. They've always had games going over there. Even Team Ninja had games going over there.
Let me read J Mac's comment. Hold that thought, son. Let me just get to this comment. At the end of the day, we're all in it for the games. We have to take our feelings out of it. Everything we're talking about, in reality, Xbox owns. It gives them the right to do what they want to do with it.
Yeah, that's actually true. But Compulsion, really, once Microsoft bought them, they only started putting games on Xbox. And that's their first-party titles. So that's why you had, even though it wasn't that great a game, We Happy Few, it's still only on Xbox. So South of Midnight is only going to be on Xbox because the Compulsion game only made games for Xbox and gave them the money to develop these games. So the other ones I can see over there because they've been on PlayStation also. But, South of Midnight going to be where it's going to be. Phil told you that it determines on what, he determines on what we feel like would be good to go over there. So that's their thing. They're doing what they need to do. They know they're going to make big money on Indiana Jones when they go over there. They already know because it's been proven on the Xbox how good the game is. The word of mouth got out about it. Then you had Doom. That's been on PlayStation before. The hype is big for that one. The other two, Ninja Gaiden, it's been over there too. The hype is big for that one. And the third game, I'm not sure about, but it'll be on Xbox because it also has a multiplayer element. 33. So that'll be good on PlayStation because these people don't have too many good co-op games that they can get together and play on with. So those are the kind of games that they need. So Microsoft's giving them games that they know they need that they don't have the infrastructure for. They're trying to help Sony out, and I'm sorry. It is what it is on that one. But if you want to turn around and cry about our games and then keep talking crap about our game, but then when you got something you love, okay, go over there and be an Xbox with Xbox games. That's all you're gonna be. I'm done.
All right.
You're gonna be Xbox.
Shout out to the super chat from Mr. Click. As a senile, he makes a point. Let me hit that nurse. Hit the nurse. Well, don't take that.
He called you senile. I'm gonna hit a like.
He's talking to you.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about.
I wasn't talking.
We always go at it.
Shit, that was funny though. He said, "Cut Grandpa Mike."
Cut Grandpa's mic.
Wow. What did you get from his messaging? Oh no, you already told me, Super G. Did you go on this topic, Scrub?
Yes, sir. I went first.
All right.
What's your thoughts?
I'm gonna say this, man. He was as transparent as he could possibly be.
Take it for what it is, bro.
Phil is a good guy, right? Phil is a good guy. He's not trying to be deceptive or he's not trying to be crazy with it or whatever, right? He's a good guy. But I'm going to say this. we as gamers need to stick to gaming shit. Right? Like I said, I feel a certain way about my legacy titles. I don't want God of War on Xbox. That's why I have a PlayStation. But I know one thing I can say. I have an Xbox. And I ain't going to have to wonder where Xbox games are going if I have a PlayStation only. You ain't got to guess. They're going to go in Game Pass. Mm-hmm. Right? That's what they're going to go in. And we don't have to guess, oh, what is this going to be on? What is this going to be on? Oh, no, we're going to have our games in. If you decide to have only a PlayStation, or you don't play on PC Game Pass, or you don't have a handheld, ROG Ally, Steam Deck, listen, I know where my games is going for every console I own. I don't have to sit there. I ain't have to wait for Indiana Jones. Mm-hmm. I don't have to wait. I have an Xbox, so I'll play it on Xbox. I don't have to wait for wondering, where's God of War going? Where's Mario going? I know what I got. I'll be having a Switch 2 also. I know what I'm gonna have. So if you want to be that person who wants to play these games and wait, in spring sometime y'all get Indiana Jones. When I beat that damn game probably about twice already. So depends on how you look at it. I took his message. He talked about the business, which don't got shit to do with us. That's a $1 trillion company. We can't dictate what they do, what they say, and they just spent $70 billion. You cannot tell them what to do. You could be in your feelings about it, but let's be real here. Nobody in this chat or on this panel got the know-how to run no $1 trillion company. We can all have our opinions, but we don't. Mm-hmm. We don't have it. They get paid the big bucks for a reason. And it's not one man.
Yeah. Even if you have stock in Microsoft and you say, well, I got something to say, guess what? You don't have enough shares for most folks to even want to listen to what you got to say.
It's just like, listen, man. I want to play games. I don't want them to go the Sega route. And we had to wait almost 3 to 4 years to get a Sega game after they left the console business. Let's just say Microsoft closes the doors today for making consoles, which they're not. We know they are able to support multiple platforms, PC, some PlayStation, some Nintendo, and these handhelds, right? We know they're not going to go away in gaming. Whereas when Sega left, we didn't know if the company ever was coming back.
Right.
Because it was over. Where's ColecoVision today? Where's Atari? Let's go to the real OG. Atari keeps trying to make a comeback with a retro system. How that's working out.
And it ain't came out yet.
So we don't want these companies to go away. You know what I'm saying? At least if they say, you know what, tomorrow we are no longer making consoles, we're just gonna go third party, right? I know they got platforms to play their games on. So, it is what it is. I don't know where to go with that.
The Atari system is out. It's on 127. It's been out for about 8 months, dude.
But how is it working out for them?
And how many people knew that?
Right.
Probably not too many.
How is it working out for them? You understand what I'm saying? Like, nobody cares. Mm-mm. You don't want none of these companies to be that. Yeah. Remember Acclaim and Midway? Back in the days?
Midway started Mortal Kombat, remember that?
Right. And Tiger.
With
little handhelds.
Listen, right?
Game, yeah.
You gotta go to some retro store to get some shit now. They're dead, and you don't want no company to go dead. You know what I'm saying? The Wii U was a terrible console, right? For Nintendo, absolutely horrible for them. Horrible. Bounce back with the Switch. You want the Switch 2 to do well because I know you want to play the game. So you just gotta keep it real on what we do and keep shit in perspective. It's a big ass company making big ass decisions. Facts. But we got to move on to this Xbox Developer Direct, and I'm going to my brother, Super G. The Direct, man. Was you impressed? Was you happy? And how did you rate it?
I rated it high. I give it like a 9.5 out of 10. It was probably their best one. That's probably their best one. Pacing was great. Games looked amazing, bro, and all of them are wish list for me. So that just tells you how I feel towards those games. And they need to keep that format. Whoever's directing these shits right now, just leave them in charge. Don't move nothing. Don't do anything. Because you know how Xbox do. They like to do.
Don't even give them. Don't even give them a promotion. No. Don't give them a promotion. Leave them right where they at.
Yep. Because
Right.
Xbox like to do something good and then wake up and be like, damn, that was nice. Let's fuck it up. So let's not even give them the opportunity. Don't do nothing. Leave it. Ninja Gaiden 4 looked great. The Cloud Obscura Expedition 33 it was probably the best looking game for me. South of Midnight, now that I see more of the combat, I'm with it, because at first it just looked like, I don't know, it looked like an indie game, honestly. It looked good, it looked pretty, but didn't look much more than that. Now, like, seeing the combat, seeing the animations and them explaining more of the stopgap animation to the actual game looked great. So I'm hyped for that.
Did you see how they started it with the stop motion animation off? Did you peep that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They showed that also.
And then Doom returning to form,
on,
bro. I'm playing it with it on too. I think that's how it's made to be played. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Doom, bro. Doom closing it up, bro, was crazy, bro. Doom looks so sick. I'm excited for it. So, but overall show, great. They did a good job. Knocked out the park. I'm getting every single one of those games, whether it's on Game Pass or I'm buying it. So, and that Shadow Drop of Ninja Gaiden 2 is pretty crazy. So.
Yeah, I downloaded it yesterday. I'm gonna check it out. I ain't played it yet, but I think I'm gonna play it after the show.
I have thoughts on that, but it didn't even matter because it was Shadow Drop, and we didn't ask for it. We didn't expect it.
Yeah,
whatever.
Yo, they 2 for 2 with them Shadow Drops. They got 2 winners.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you notice
High Five was big.
Same. They do them same time of the year too, bro.
Yeah.
Start us off with something. They ain't gave us a big game yet, so they're like, here, we got something for y'all. Here you go, right now. Bye. So they did right.
Shout out to my boy Jago in the chat. He looked like a mascot for Microsoft right now.
Hey, but he gave us the list, help us keep us in line. So folks will say, what's that other game? I can't remember.
Jago on point in the chat.
Oh yeah.
So okay, talk to me. Let me go to you, Scrub. How did you feel about the showcase and what did it for you? Because that Expedition 33. I don't really play turn-based no more, but I'm kind of like, yeah, I think I can get into that.
They did the turn-based like Lost Odyssey, bro. That thing looks like the spiritual successor to Lost Odyssey.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
So just if you play Lost Odyssey, you kind of know what you're getting into with the combat.
That.
It's not like traditional. So it's not that slow, super slow, traditional turn-based. It's more of a Lost Odyssey pace, and it looks like it's even faster than that. So that's why I'm hyped. I love Lost Odyssey. I thought it had like some of the best combat, best animations, even the great story. So I feel like I need to look more into it. I think these devs, man, they did something with Lost Odyssey or helped out with that thing somewhere, because it looks like that's like the spiritual successor of Lost Odyssey. All right, but go ahead.
Yo, Jago, you're gonna have to go watch that again. That is not an action RPG.
They did a Final Fantasy what Final Fantasy should have been by this generation.
If it was an action RPG, as for me, I might have been more hyped of it. The story of how they're saying every year a number comes out and it gets lower every year, and I was like, okay, this is interesting. I saw the gameplay, but for me, it was like, nah, this one ain't for me. It ain't for me. It looks good. I'm happy for whoever's gonna play the game. Ninja Gaiden, I love that they shadow dropped 2. But then 4 for the people who've been hollering for Ninja Gaiden for all this time, and what I like, we're talking about pacing, like Super said, they put that first to say, because if you were saying secret game, and a lot of times they put it at the end of the show, what do people do? Where if they're watching and streaming, or you sitting there, when they gonna get to the secret game? When they gonna see you secret? And you stop listening to half of the stuff that's being shown or said because you're waiting for the secret game. So I'm glad they did it. That was perfect pacing on that. I never was in the Ninja Gaiden, so it didn't just like, whoa, like some of the other people did. But for them, I'm happy. South of Midnight, y'all already know that was day one for me. The second, I saw the clip with the old man playing the guitar, and in the swamp,
facts.
I said, I'm done. They don't have to show me anything else, but every time they show us something new. They don't keep hashing over the same thing. So I'm glad for that. They show us something new, but then they also don't give the story away. So I'm glad for that.
That's your backyard anyway.
Oh yeah. So I'm all in on that. But what surprised me the most, that had me the most hyped for, was when they went to Doom. And I don't know about everybody else. I played Doom when I was in middle school on a PC with them old terrible graphics. And back then, but back then, those terrible graphics was the greatest thing you ever seen.
Oh yeah.
The greatest thing you ever seen. And going with my friends and going through and playing. I can't tell you how many times I've beaten Doom by playing with myself or with friends. Because then when they dropped it on the 360, all me and my friends, we got our drinks, our alcohols Saturday night. We go through it again, playing multiplayer, whatever you do. For them to go back to that style of Doom instead of let's see how fast you can skate through a map, and if you don't kill 5 enemies every 2 seconds, you die, or here's a grappling hook and you just fly around the whole map and you got to jump here and jump here just to survive. Like almost about to say like Call of Duty, boots on the ground, Doom. And you got a shield, and you just strafing side to side, charging and showing some of those moves. I'm like, this is old school Doom with a very upgraded facelift, and they got new weapons, and it's not just the same old thing rehashed over and over and over. They found a way to make it fresh each time they come out with one. So I was excited for that. So if you give it to me as a whole, I wouldn't say a 9 for me because not every game was for me, but I can't see it being under an 8. They gave something for everybody, and they gave something for you to be the hype. And one more thing before I'll drop it. Remember like a month ago, we were trying to figure out, well, all these games coming out, they're going to do one a quarter. Some of these going to have to get bumped to the next year. When we're looking at this, they got 2 in April and 1 in May.
Yeah.
Big time games and stuff coming out that they were a part of, and they're having, oh yeah, they go on PlayStation, whatever. I don't care.
And another thing, let me cut you off real quick. Avowed is actually coming out in February. That wouldn't even, so you're talking about big
exactly.
Games. Still got Avowed in February.
Yeah. So you're getting it. So
I'm shocked it wasn't there.
They can easily put out this year, like we were saying, how many games are going to come? Easy 6, 7, depending on what they got and what they want to put out. Because we know that this is not the last games out of their studios that are coming out this year. Because we know a little game called Fable, is coming. Fable is coming. And I can't wait for that. Oh, yeah.
What's up, Dred? What's up? All right. Let me go to Sir X-Men.
All right. I just got one thing to say about this. I love these shows every January because you know why? Because Microsoft ain't got to give nothing away to Jeff Keighley because they come out 1 month after his award show. They save it for their show.
That's a great point.
And I know that's got to burn Jeff Keighley. It was only a month ago. Microsoft should have gave us some of them shows. I'm like, why? You know where you drawing your attention from? Microsoft said it's time for just have attention on our stuff. Why are we gonna give it to you? Because if you do give it to his show for something, he always breaks it out with some leak or something like that. Microsoft said, "No, we need to keep our secrets for ourselves now because you don't know how to help your mouth." So it's right after the game show, and then that steals the thunder away from the awards.
Well,
that's all
I'm
I
not
gotta
trying
say.
to
But all these
disrespect
games
Sony.
are fire. All these games are fire, though.
I'm not trying to disrespect Sony, but they ain't got no shit to give them.
So Phil said, "No, we ain't gonna give you nothing. We're gonna do our own thing in January." That's what I'm saying.
I ain't mad at them, man. Keep your showcase tight.
Mm-hmm. He been doing that
with your stuff.
almost 3 years. Some games they gave away at previous game shows, but
And
then
shout out to you fake ass insiders on Twitter. Y'all was wrong again.
Mm-hmm. So I'm giving
about the secret game. Wrong.
I'm giving the show a 9.5. It was a good show. After years, I'm starting to enjoy this presentation. And after not giving us a shadow drop last year, Microsoft said, okay, you guys want a shadow drop? We're going to give you one this year. They gave us one before and the one before that, but they didn't give us one last year. This year, Microsoft said, all right, we're going to give y'all something for Game Pass. Go drop it. Enjoy yourself. I love that. The other people got to pay $50 for it. We making money either way it go. I'm done. Short and sweet.
$50.
My man gonna console war to the end.
Ninja Gaiden's only $50.
His jabs is crazy. Don't throw no right hooks.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Pixel Man, talk to me about this show, man. Then I'm gonna ask y'all a question before we get up out of here. Yo, shout out to the chat, man. Y'all been awesome. Y'all been lighting it up tonight. Appreciate everybody that's pulling up. Appreciate everybody gonna watch later. Big Cloud, talk to me about this show.
I mean, do I really need to go into detail? Doom?
Go, bro.
I mean, right off the bat, the first thing you notice is the energy. The energy was some of that old Sony energy. You think about it. It was like they had a chip on their shoulder. They had something to prove. They had something for everybody. They were happy to be there. Developers was giving you not just a description of the game. They were giving you full-on gameplay. They gave you extended gameplay. They let the games do the talking. It was everything they need to be. Doom looks incredible. The improvements I was a little iffy on. I was like, at first, like going into like, how are they going to change it from, Eternal? And then they came in here and was like, oh yeah, no, I got nothing to worry about. The shield combat,
even though Eternal's fire,
it's fire. But looking at the shield combat, looking at the new weapons, we haven't even seen the BFG in this one. Think about how crazy that's going to look. So, no, everything that Microsoft did at this show, it felt like it was needed for not. I don't even say it was a love letter for Xbox fans who've been waiting and wanting. No, this felt like this was a love letter just for gamers in general. Yep. Y'all been asking for AAA budget games. Y'all been asking for real like standout games that get your attention. Well, it's here. I took that from the show. I was very happy with what I got. All the games looked good. South of Midnight was cool. The stealth drop, like everybody was seeing the stealth drop be Ninja Gaiden 2 was really, really insane. Was not expecting that. It was on all platforms, and of course, day one of Game Pass. Great. And then they said Ninja Gaiden 4 is coming out with Platinum Games. Again, Platinum Games getting another shot at the game. Love to see it.
Homeboy leave? Didn't that dude leave?
Yeah, he left. Yeah,
but that's why they got the shot. Because if he was there, it wouldn't happen.
Yeah. So this is kind of like I don't want to say it's a redemption story type of thing for him, but it's a second chance. You know what I mean? To wow people and tell people like why we're here, why we deserve to be here, and I like that. I absolutely like that. So yeah, no.
Hey, quick comment real quick. I think the development of Ninja Gaiden started before because Phil came out and said they started that game like 6-7 years ago.
Oh, did they? Okay.
So, yeah, they said the Platinum and Koei Tecmo team started like 6 or 7 years ago. So he was still there. It's just been dark, I guess.
Yeah, and Microsoft was paying for it too.
You know, if he had some sake, he would have leaked it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's crazy. All right.
We now got a mech finally. That's insane. I like that. We got a dragon we can fly. I mean, bro, this game looks fun. It looks insane. I like.
Only thing they didn't say was co-op.
Yeah, they don't even need it at this point, from what I saw. They don't even need it. They got all the areas covered. I'm guessing they're gonna make up for it. They're actually making up for in terms of how you're gonna play it now, with so much stuff they thrown in here. But I'm wondering how long the game's going to be also on top of that, just to throw that in there, just to add more to it. But, we'll see. But,
hey, Big Cloud, did you notice the destruction?
Yes.
When you got into the mech and you fight the giants, the destruction on all the ground and stuff like that. Battlefield, take notes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, watch my bro. Listen. I'm excited. I can't wait to see how that game does, and I'm happy for him. I'm very happy for him. It's something we all been waiting for. We've been asking for that. Like, where the games at? Well, they flat out said here they are, and I can't complain. I see nothing to complain about. It's a good time. So it's gonna be great.
Oh, Carmen, you missed that. We talked about that earlier. You give it a 9?
Give it a 9.
Hey, we talked about that earlier, man. It's a good interview when you get any kind of conversation out of somebody on that level because, like I said, what I say about Phil is accessible.
Hey, Libby, you know
these
what's
big
coming,
corporate
right?
people don't really these big corporate people don't really they don't let themselves be accessible. So
Real
I'm
quick,
always
Libby,
impressed with a
you know what's
conversation.
coming,
Bro.
right? Wait for the Sony showcase. It's coming, guys. You know that's coming. What they're gonna say, dude.
Yo, Big Cloud, stop your man.
But what I will say, which y'all missed in the show.
He not like us. He hype for baby steps. Not like us.
Oh, baby steps. Oh, Lord.
That's
what y'all missed.
He hype for baby steps.
The secret game that didn't get announced, if you really looked in there, the secret they dropped with us when they said Platinum Games was helping with Ninja Gaiden, that just lets us know that Scalebound is coming back. You heard it first. I'm so hyped. Scalebound is ready. Clip it. I said it here first. Scalebound. No, I'm just joking. Y'all need to stop.
No, you ain't. You serious, scrub.
Y'all need to stop with that junk. Scalebound comes back every
now,
year.
You good,
so.
Carmen? You good? Yo, listen, I want to say this too, man. Anytime anybody pull up is always greatly appreciated, no matter it's the end of the video, beginning of the video, because you always will be part of that rewatch gang. Facts.
That's right.
And
that's right.
You can get them They Not Like Us shirts in the bottom. Yeah, that's a cheap plug. But yeah, you can get those shirts. I'm going to ask y'all something nobody mentioned yet. Did y'all peep how Microsoft paid for this game in they new international studios mode and going to publish this game? Did y'all peep that in the beginning when it came on?
Yeah,
did y'all peep that with Ninja Gaiden?
Paid for it, yeah.
Microsoft, listen, Microsoft, they look in the.
Don't waste the ink, Demon. Don't waste the ink.
They got FU money, man.
That's literally what they're literally trying to end the tribalistic nature, and I think they're going to succeed in general in droves with this. I really do.
I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with gaming. It's oversaturated with releases from indie games to single A, double A. Not really. It's not oversaturated with AAA games, but it's so many little games dropping a month. There's like 100 or something and better of indie games that people don't even talk about. We only talk about the major ones.
Yep.
I think it's oversaturation. That's why another reason this business is not doing well, because everybody know what the number one entertainment platform in the world is. It's gaming. 1 trillion a year, and everybody wants to get in the bag. And I think it's oversaturated.
Even that terrible developer that made Quantum Error, that's just been catering to fanboys. Team Kill Media, they're horrible. I don't know if you saw.
That's another okie doke. Yeah.
Did you see their new game? Their advertising was it called?
Yeah.
Code, what's it called? Code something. I forget what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about. That game looked horrible, and Sony even had the nerve to show it on their YouTube channel. I'm like, Sony, I wouldn't even sign this shit. It looked like it was terrible.
Because everybody wants to work with Xbox. They down to the last group of people that want to work with Sony.
Okie doke, because they know if you buy it on PlayStation, there is no refund policy once you buy the game. So they get to keep their money whether it's trash or not.
That game looks horrible.
Because they got everybody with the last one. Oh, it's an exclusive. I ain't never seen nobody so happy of an exclusive from a trash company that okie doked everybody the last time, and you excited again because you don't have the games to throw clout on right now.
Oh,
yeah, Microsoft is definitely. God, I'm sorry.
No, your most anticipated games for your PlayStation right now is a Microsoft game, and that's bad. That's bad. You should be mad at the company that you're rooting for.
It's
not the people who are well, that's what I'm saying. Don't be mad at the people who are enjoying the gaming right now. Be mad at the company you hyping up so much that your most anticipated games are games on a showcase that has nothing to do with you.
Go. Well, listen, man. I thought the show was excellent. I give it a 9 out of 10. Ain't nothing's perfect, but a perfect day would have been announced some DLC.
Like Gears on top.
No. No. For me, this is me being selfish. Some DLC for Halo Infinite's single player.
DLC for Cyberpunk. Some more DLC. Now that.
Speaking of Cyberpunk, they turned all the negatives around. Did y'all hear about it? All the Steam sales or Steam reviews that were negative officially reverted back to positive.
Yes,
no,
sir.
it's extremely positive. Steam. That's good.
Complete turnaround.
That's insane. That is an epic turnaround from what they were.
Some PC guys are vicious.
That's when you keep supporting your game. They stealth drop almost every 2 or 3 months upgrades to that game visually and also player stuff to make the gaming better every couple of months. They deserve it. They deserve it.
All right, so we getting out of here. Yo, great show, guys, man. Yo, chat, y'all been awesome. Whether you're watching now or later, appreciate everybody here. Big Cow, what you got coming up next? What you doing this week? Because your videos have been on fire.
Hey, I appreciate you checking them out. That's what I'm on. Appreciate you checking them out, help sharing them around, spread the word. To everybody in the chat, Big Cloud Gaming, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, if you find me. What I got cooking? Oh, Monday. Oh yeah, my video is coming through. Don't y'all worry. Monday through Fridays. That's where y'all find me. My channel, dropping the truth. Nothing but the truth, so help my God. I tell it like it is. That's all it is. But I'm enjoying this weekend game. Sir X-Men know what I'm talking about. Actually game. And I'm gonna chill. Shout out to you. Shout out to X-Men, of course. That's it, even though he doesn't remember the last thing I just said to him. Shout out to Scrub Nurse.
Wow, the old slander.
Wow. And of course, my brother Super G. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Much love to everybody.
Glad to have you. Yeah, always, anytime, man.
I'm not even gonna give you no space for that, yo. Sir X-Men, where he can find you? Right behind the blasphemy. Where can he find you, Sir X-Men?
Lord help me, here next week. And maybe I'll pop in Wise Gamer and I'll maybe drop in somebody else's chat if they want me.
You're gonna leave me with them 3 guys. Well, Jabari was being good. The other 2 was killing me.
Dude, I couldn't get a word in. I said,
look, they had a tag team.
Garden, bro.
Yo, Big Cloud, they was like this. You get Lemon next.
I went back to Ninja Garden, Lemon. I was having a good time. I'm good. I got games to play. That gave me more time to play games. I'm like, screw it.
Who was on the panel? I know you said Barry and who?
Barry was there. Doomsayer was, of course. Yeah, not Slayer, Doomsayer.
Oh, okay.
And it was a few people.
You talking about Jay Barry?
Yeah, Jay Barry
was good.
Hey, shout out to that guy for being clown of the day for the Your Games Are Mine. Now all of a sudden the Xbox games are cool.
Yo, you see that shit?
Thanks for that.
I knew something was going on when he started smiling. He said, "Did you say Jay Barry?" I knew something was coming.
That's the clown of the day for that.
Yo, I saw that tweet.
He crazy.
I was gonna say something, and I said, "Nope, keep scrolling."
I just stopped myself.
I'm gonna act like I ain't seen that.
Games are mine. Oh, I love it. I like it.
I could have said something crazy. That's my boy. Shout out to Jay Barry.
That's my boy.
I just looked. That's my boy.
I said, you know what? You got it.
Low key, if he was Barry already know. If he was somebody else, I'd have been like, oh, so Xbox game's good.
Hey, y'all know him. I don't. So get this work.
We accept those now? Okay. I got you. We accept those now.
Got to get that welcome back.
I like his
music
content.
popping
You're a
in
cool
here.
person. You got it, bro.
Right.
Scrub, where can they find you, man?
Of course, you can find me on Call of Duty. These haters everywhere, man. Folks be mad because I can still move in the game like a 20-year-old, but that's all right. That's all right.
Oh, can the rest of you move?
Hey, it can move a lot better than you. We got to put WD-40 on your doggone joint.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hide behind the funk. You ain't lying though.
You old enough to be the bionic man right now. You know what I'm saying? Hip replacement, knee replacements. Hey, just call me. Just call me. I used to put them in all the time. I can hook you up. I know some surgeons. But anyway, let me stop being messy because other folks being messy.
Can you help me jump
Thank
like 10 feet high?
You gonna jump 10 feet high when I put these gloves on?
Hey, don't you know? Ain't gloves no more. You know what they use now, but I ain't going there.
Wow.
But anyway, as I was saying, you can find me on Twitter at ScrubNurse3. Y'all come hang out, holla at me. I also got me a Twitch channel, which I might be streaming maybe tonight. I might get on some Call of Duties, just see. Y'all say something in the chat if y'all want to watch, holla at me. And that is Scrub_Nurse. You can find me there. Also have a TikTok channel where I post a lot of some little snippets and gameplays. You can find that at ScrubNurse_. So at ScrubNurse_ at the back. And folks go, why you can't have the same name everywhere? Because Scrub Nurse is a name that they put on all these social media things because that's a job title. So a lot of these companies, they'll put out because they're looking for scrub nurses to work in their hospitals and different things like that. So mine's different everywhere. But yeah, thank y'all for coming out. Shout out to the replay gang. We love y'all on whatever y'all watching us from. Thank y'all and keep doing it.
Right.
Sharing out. We're going to keep giving facts, the truth, and try to have fun and uplift your days. So we'll see y'all on the next go round. Appreciate it.
Super, where can they find you, bro?
They already know where to find me, bro. Thanks for joining us. Shout out to Jabari again. See y'all next week.
Yo, that's the show, man. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one, man. We'll be back next Saturday, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, man. Shout out to everybody that pulled up, man. The chat y'all was hilarious tonight, man. Y'all made the damn show. Also, y'all crazy in the chat. That blasphemy was crazy. But listen,
also,
man, we gonna
real quick. I just want to be glad I made it through the show, y'all.
Yes. Last couple of times it's been shaky.
Boy,
shaky.
I made
Last couple of times he made it to the show, but then he had to step out.
I thought you was just pissed off at us and like, I'm tired of hearing y'all. I'm out. I'm done.
listen, man. See y'all next week, man. Shout out to everybody. Peace out. Have a great weekend. No pants off, dance off. That's what K Mega would say.
Peace off and go gaming. That's all I'm gonna say.
Facts.